Good evening and welcome to Falcon Stadium. Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack as we call the action here in the district final, a rematch from a wonderful game last year. We'll talk a little bit more about this, but West Catholic comes in at 7-3. They're ranked number 6 in Division 5. They're coming off a 32-14 win over Muskegon Oak Ridge. Catholic Central comes in at 6-4, ranked right behind West Catholic, number 7 in Division 5. And, of course, they are the defending 5 state champions. Last year here at Falcon Stadium, it was the game was a game earlier because it was the district final, Joe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it was the regional final last year.
Yeah.
This year it is the district final, so it's a little bit different in that they're going one game early. 30-28 winners last year. And remember, Charlie DeBruin had a play where he was going for it on 4th down. We were inside Catholic Central territory at about the 42-yard line, 46-yard line, somewhere around there, and he got stuffed just inches from a first down. And that was the difference in the ballgame. They were going in, try to get at least a field goal.
Try to get a field goal to win it, down by 2, and just couldn't convert on 4th down, ended up running out of time. And that is how the season ended for West Catholic last year.
Yeah, it was, and you knew, right? You went into that game, you go, gosh, both these teams are so good.
Yeah.
Such talent on their rosters, and you said whoever wins this game is undoubtedly going to be state champion. I think both of us were convinced of that in that regional final, and that certainly held true.
Yeah, it was a quintessential state championship game. Absolutely. Both teams were the best teams in the state. You might be able to go up 2 divisions with both of these and say the same thing. And really, I mean, last year, the week before, the hype, it was all-consuming, wasn't it?
It was.
I mean,
you even did a little video, a little special video for it.
It was pretty neat.
Yeah.
Nice to be a part of, and, it really did. It spelled out the rivalry, and the game was, I say this, but it was epic. It was a colossal matchup. And the game did not disappoint whatsoever.
No.
Both teams went up on each other, and it really came down to, really the last few minutes of the fourth quarter. All the drama you could ever imagine. And this year it kind of, these are 2 different teams. They're not the same as they were last year.
Right.
All right. The hype.
West isn't coming in undefeated.
Exactly. Neither team are. They've taken it on the chin, a few times themselves. But, the hype was so consuming last year. It's good enough for about half a decade, right?
It was.
But I was out of town for a couple days this week, didn't have the whole feel of everything. Got down to Friday, started putting all my notes together and everything. And then I watched the hype video.
And you started feeling it, didn't you?
I started feeling it, yeah. And then the stands and the people and all this. And we've got it again tonight. A big, big matchup between 2 crosstown rivals in the Division 5 playoffs. And I'm very excited for what's going on tonight.
Yeah, and so am I. Let's take a look at that Muskegon Oak Ridge game for West Catholic last week. Really interesting, Joe, in even though West Catholic lost to Zeeland West heading into the playoffs, another very, very tough team that was highly ranked in Division 4 and in the top 5 most of the year in Division 4. So they were an amazing team. But we came in, we played Oak Ridge really tough. What's interesting about the game is if you just look at the stats, and I went back and looked at it, of course, total yardage was 370 West to 302, so not a huge difference there. But so many pieces of those statistics were pretty evenly matched. In first downs, West had 20, Oak Ridge had 17. If you look at rushing yards, Oak Ridge actually had 208 to 192 for West, so they actually outrushed West Catholic.
Yeah.
Number of offensive plays, 55 for West, 51 for Oak Ridge. So you're like, gosh, if you just look at those stats, you're going, gosh, it's probably a 3-point game, maybe a 1-touchdown game, but really West Catholic was in control. Even though it was close in the first half, the second half West Catholic took control, and they were the only ones to score in the second half and came out a 32-14 victor.
Yeah, and I mean, they had a lot of pieces, and probably the main piece was Bryson Stevenson. I mean, this guy went for 170 yards on 25 carries. averaging almost 7 a touch. West Catholic had an awful time, trying to stop him. He felt it. He was a senior. He was in the last game. Probably one of the very best players on the entire field the other night. He gave it his all, but it fell short. But it was an interesting game as the scoring went, and it kept Oak Ridge in the game, for a good part of it. Sure did.
And you look at that West Catholic offense. They showed up, right? I mean, they've been kind of clicking on all cylinders all year. They've been doing a great job. Last week, David Brittenfeld, 174 rush yards on 25 carries. Just another phenomenal performance for him. 2 touchdowns. Grady Augustin was 12 for 20 for 178 yards and 2 touchdowns. So did a nice job there. And 7 receivers last week.
Yeah, that was amazing
caught a pass,
to me.
Right? So he just dinked and dunked, and he spread the ball around, not really going deep. I think Oak Ridge did a nice job of preventing the deep ball for West Catholic, but a wonderful, wonderful job. And it was kind of nice to see Luke Redlinski. He got his first touchdown pass.
And that fired the team up. That was fantastic to see him get a touchdown. But going back to your point about 12 of 20, so he had 20 attempts. He was targeting, these guys multiple times. Obviously, nobody caught more than 4 balls on the night. Gabe Schwieters led the team, 3 catches for 71, and, just really spread the ball around. Forcing Oak Ridge, you could see where that, spreading the ball out, keeping them honest, was a big factor in how Oak Ridge's defense played last week.
Well, and it kind of goes to how Wes has operated offensively all year, right? I mean, let's not focus in on just one running back, even though we know Brittenfeld gets most of the carries, but we're going to hand it off to some other folks too. And Jack Zagunis really leads the wide receiving corps, but you've got to get other people into the mix, and that's what Augustin certainly did last week. If we look defensively against Oak Ridge, Jail Jujem, 10 tackles. The sophomore has really filled in admirably for Chris Schaub. And just great to see a sophomore lead the team in tackles in the playoffs.
Well, you know that the Eagles were going to test him.
Right.
Here's a sophomore. They knew that the linebacking core, had suffered some injuries, and why not? Why not go at him? And he responded, and he did a fantastic job leading the team in tackles.
He sure did. Colin Hunter had another great game. He had nine tackles. Of course, Aaron Record has been showing up every game. It seems like if he's not leading, he's the second leading tackler, and he had 9 tackles on the night. But I was also impressed, Joe, with Trace Tanis at his nose tackle position. He chipped in with 6 tackles, and we talked in the
4 of those solo.
Okay.
That's big.
And Matt Gutierrez, who not a big frame. He's a speedster, right? But we saw some big hits out of him last week, and he also had 6 tackles as well. So it's great to see him playing so well defensively here as we head into the playoffs.
Absolutely. And we had 1 interception. Connor Olszewski, playing the ball he plays, and tackles for loss. There weren't a whole lot of them, and that pretty much spells out a big run game, and that's exactly what Oak Ridge did.
Yeah, it sure is. If we look at for the season, we always like to look at the season stats right now. Defensively, Aaron Record still leads the way he passed 100 with his 9 tackles last week. He's had 103 tackles for the year, so he passed that century mark, which says a lot about somebody defensively when you get over 100 tackles in a year in high school.
Right.
Colin Hunter, with his solid game, he's up to 63 tackles. And then Connor Olszewski leading the team with 3 interceptions, one of those coming last week. Offensively, David Brittenfeld, 1,372 yards on 206 rushing attempts. He averages 6.6 yards per carry. Just handing the ball to him twice, you're going to get a first down.
Right.
That's not a bad way to go. Grady Augustin, 1,721 yards with 18 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. Very important. The touchdown to interception ratio, maybe not exactly where you would like it. Certainly twice as many touchdowns is interceptions, which is great. But you want to keep those interceptions down, especially as you're in the playoffs when it can come down to a field goal or a touchdown. You want to make sure that there's really no turnovers to Catholic Central tonight.
No, not to Catholic Central for sure. I mean, I can pick 2, maybe 3 balls that came out of his hand a little bit weird this year that would have taken his total down to maybe 4.
Right.
And now that's, those are some respectable numbers. Still good, 18 on the year, 7 picks, but I can pick out 3 of them, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Easily.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And of course, I think he had at least 1 or 2, I think, at Elder in his first start.
Yeah.
As a junior. So, I mean, since then, he's been playing extremely well. Jack Zagunis leads the team at the wide receiver position, 649 yards, 8 touchdowns on the year, and he's averaging nearly 17 yards a catch.
That's amazing
Which
numbers.
is nice.
Yeah.
Although, Gabe Schwieters, second leading receiver, I think he's averaging almost 20 yards.
Yeah, with about
catch.
And half the balls coming in his direction, too. 4 touchdowns for him. Really, you can cut all these stats right in half of Jack Zagunis'. That's what Gabe Schwieters has got.
Yeah.
Nice consistency.
That is consistency. Jack Zagunis is going to have to come up big tonight, not only offensively, but he's going to have to come up big defensively, too, because he's got to face the top wide receivers from Catholic Central, which we'll talk more about as we want to thank our sponsors here in the pregame show, the Fox Bulls pregame show. Again, welcome, Tom Mikowski, along with Joe Sack, as we call the district final tonight between the West Catholic Falcons and the Catholic Central Cougars.
Yeah, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Fox Pool, swimming pool installation, repairs, supplies, and accessories. They sponsor our pregame show. By Custom Caulking, where quality is the priority, serving both commercial and residential customers, and they sponsor every Falcon touchdown. By West End Body, the West Side's best collision repair, sponsoring our West End Body halftime show. By Frank's Market, fresh meats, kielbasa, and so much more. Padgett Business Services, small business experts for accounting, tax prep, and payroll. By Duba Duba Attorneys at Law, simplifying the legal needs of businesses and individuals throughout West Michigan. By Shaner Avenue Nursery, landscapes from concept to completion. By Moore & Sons Roofing, your certified local Owens Corning roofing contractor. By Melissa Homewood and Epic Realty, your real estate done right. And by your West Catholic Falcon Touchdown Club, organizing and funding the best high school football program in the state of Michigan.
So as we turn our attention to Catholic Central, coming in at 6-4, they lost their last 3 regular season games. Joe.
Yeah, when is the last time that's happened?
Long time.
I'm telling you
Long
what.
time.
Yeah.
Joe Langlois came in here and he's like, yeah, he goes, this is a little different. We've been so spoiled. Or not Langlois, Joe Lavoie. Yeah, not Joe Langlois. It's a little different guy, Joe Lavoie. But yeah, he goes, this is a different team this year. But defensively, we've been talking up that West Catholic offense, right? But the defense for Catholic Central, they've lost a lot of close games. They've only given up 11.5 points a game, 11.4 to be exact. And only 47 yards they gave up rushing on 21 attempts to Hopkins. What does West Catholic need to do against a formidable defense like this?
You don't change who you are.
Mm-hmm. Too late for that?
It's too late for that. You have an identity, and you execute, to the best of your abilities. If things don't go as well as to the game plan, that's when you make your changes. So we are who we are, and we've got a David Brittenfeld, and we've got a Grady Augustin, and we've got Jack Zagunis, and we've got the cast out there. You run your stuff. You always put a few cool plays in, right, that you practice all year for a game like this, but you don't make it the identity of what you're doing on offense. You go out there, you play smash mouth football. David Brittenfeld, go for 200 yards. Jack Zagunis, go for 100 in receiving, and Gabe Schwieters just the same, and that's exactly what West Catholic does tonight to the Cougars. And
then they walk out with a W.
There you go.
Well, it'll be a battle of the trenches again. Only 42 yards or 47 yards given up by the Cougar offense against Hopkins. And if you look at West Catholic, the last 3 games, Joe, they've averaged 174 yards on the ground. So something's going to give.
Yeah, and it's a balance. West Catholic has done a great job balancing, even more so late in the year.
Right.
We see the passing and rushing attempts, getting into the low 60s ratio, and I like that. It was more of a run-heavy offense last year and at the beginning of the season, but I see this being a very balanced attack by West Catholic's offense.
Yeah, I would agree too. I think, as we look at the defense, again, people like Zagunis and Connor Olszewski and stuff, it's going to have to match up against this Jamie Williams, who is an absolute stud at wide receiver. He's 6'4", 190 pounds, athletic as they come.
Oh yeah.
And yes,
tall target.
He is a tall target, but it's not just him, right?
No.
So they've got 3 other wide receivers in Tikema, who's 6'3", 185 pounds. Ace Natty, who's 6 foot, 175 pounds. Guy by the name of Rafe Goodson, who's or Goosen, I'm sorry,
Rafe Goosen,
who's 6'3", 210, who's actually committed to Northwood.
Right.
So I think our DBs are going to be busy tonight.
Oh, they'll have their hands full. That's for sure.
And if they're able to shut down that pass game, I think Catholic Central could be a long night. Even though they've got a tremendously fast running back in Hillard.
Yep.
I think they need to control that passing game of Catholic Central first and foremost.
And I don't know if you waited for me to bring this up or if you wanted to bring it up, but really the wild card in all of this is freshman quarterback Odin Spencer.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay. I don't know if he's 14 or 15.
Right.
Right. But this is this is an enormous game for a young man. He's done an admirable job, and he's got all the tools, right?
Yeah.
He's just young right now, and I think West Catholic will do all they can to pressure him into making some mistakes tonight and getting him as uncomfortable as they possibly can. I think we're going to see a lot of one-on-one coverage with the receivers and just putting all the pressure they can on Spencer tonight to make him break a little bit this evening.
Maybe some David Brittenfeld blitzes or Aaron McCord off the edge in a spy formation.
Yes.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. So there'll be that, and he'll have to deal with quite a bit. For West Catholic, we take a look and the big games that Catholic Central played this year.
Mm-hmm.
And you can isolate really 4 of them. Their 4 losses were against big teams. And they just went after them, and they lost the big games this year. Pontiac, Notre Dame, and
who really is favored. They're the number 1 team in Division 5.
Yeah, they're the real deal.
Yeah, Pontiac Notre Dame Prep, who what was it, 42-0?
It was 42-0. When is Catholic Central highly ranked? They made the trip to Pontiac Notre Dame on September 13th, and they got throttled.
Yeah.
42-0 is an absolute throttling. But team learns a lot about themselves in that kind of a situation. They rattled off another 3 wins, and then they came across the next set of, the gauntlet, right? And it was Northview, East Grand Rapids, and South Christian. And
the trifecta.
The trifecta at the end of the season, and they dropped a game.
Yeah. You got to kind of throw out Pontiac Notre Dame Prep, and only because I say this, when you've got a freshman who's going to be your starting quarterback, think about that.
Yeah,
you're going into Notre Dame, and you're facing what has turned out to be the best team in Division 5 this year.
Yeah.
Tell me that wasn't a mountain to climb for Spencer in that first game as a starting quarterback in high school.
He's not the only guy on the field. You got a lot of weapons. You figure out a way to use them. If he's not the guy doing it for you, man, you got a running game you have to go to. 42-0.
Yes, but remember, he's touching the ball every play.
Sure.
Right? Sure. And he's a 14-year-old freshman thrown into that.
I think Pontiac Notre Dame is the team to beat in D5 this year.
I would agree.
For sure.
Yeah, I think we came into last year saying whoever wins this game in the regional final between Catholic Central and West Catholic's going to take it all. Catholic Central proved that out. You and I sit here tonight we both agree that Pontiac Notre Dame Prep is the team to beat.
Yeah.
And
just while we're looking at that,
that's exactly where I was going to transition.
Looking at the bracket, exactly. So, Region 3 and Region 4, which gets you to the east side of the state, and up into the northern area. I look at their path. They've got a big one against Corunna tonight. Okay?
Notre Dame Prep against Corunna.
Exactly. After that, I don't see it's going to be, I hate to say a cakewalk, but they're going to be right here. They're going to be at the end of the bracket before you know it. This in the upper levels here, Catholic Central, West Catholic, Frankenmuth's a tough one. Gladwin's a tough one. There's a number of teams in Region 1 and Region 2, but Region 3 and Region 4 is pretty much going to be owned by Pontiac Notre Dame.
And the winner tonight will face the winner of Kalamazoo United.
And Berrien Springs.
Kalamazoo United, for folks who might not know, is a combination of Kalamazoo Christian and Kalamazoo Hackett Catholic. So those two teams come together to form Kalamazoo United.
Right.
So they'll be tough.
And they'll be tough. They always are. It's a familiar foe. West Catholic's played them a number of times, and as well as Berrien Springs. So, but I see that, I see the winner of this game at least going into the semifinal. And Frankenmuth's tough, you bet. And Gladwin is tough. How would it be? Belding's tough.
Belding's
a one-loss team,
this year. They could be there.
You could argue they haven't played a whole lot of people, but I'll tell you what, they're putting points up. They're tough kids. They're big kids. And, they've done it. Well, we know the basketball coach over there. He lost his point guard to a knee injury, and he was their quarterback. So they've been doing the last, I think, 4 games, maybe even 5 games, without their starting quarterback and still putting points up. So we'll watch that one closely tonight and between Frankenmuth and Belding. And Belding's got to travel to Frankenmuth. If they got a chicken dinner when they're there and maybe pick up a couple of football ornaments, for the tree.
They probably feed them, before the game, right? Give them the chicken dinner and the cranberry sauce and everything, so they kind of fall asleep through the game.
That's fantastic. So we see the Falcons coming out, the smoke's pouring out of the football arch, the big inflatable, and they got strobes going on down there as we continue on the Fox Pools pregame show. Falcons bring the boom as the banner that the cheerleaders, and here they come. Oh, look at that. Big team.
Bust through that banner.
Ready to play.
They brought in, as they did last year, they brought in extra seating.
Sure.
So we've got extra seating on the Catholic Central side.
It's not going to be enough either already.
Yeah.
It's not going to be enough. We've got them 3 deep along the sides on either side. And West Catholic, the sideline is already full. They'll be along the fences. This is a big one.
It's a late arriving crowd. You and I got here, and like last year, everybody got here early, and it was just jam-packed.
Zoo atmosphere.
When we got here, there were a lot of people here, but not like last year. And I was like, but I think it's a late arriving crowd, and everyone has shown up both for West Catholic and Catholic Central, as you would expect.
And, we love this. I'm going to go into a little bit about Catholic Central. I think we're going to be lining up. We're both Catholic schools, right? We're going to have a nice prayer in the beginning, which is fantastic. I don't know who.
We've got some priests coming out right now. I can't tell who it is, but
I can't either. I don't know if Bishop Wakowiak is here or I don't know. Anyways, Catholic Central Cougars coming in 6-4 overall on the year, 3-3 in the OK Black. They got an enrollment of 566. They're coached by Todd Colster. He's in his 13th year. Skipped a couple years. I think he was at Jenison.
Yep.
He is 143-20 to date. And over the last 8 years,
the
Cougars went at the beginning of the year 100 wins and 7 losses and 6 state championship titles.
In the last 8 years.
So
that is phenomenal. Say that again.
So, it is. It's okay. So let's go to the diocese. Let's go to. We can't get to the camera.
We can't get to the camera, but we will.
But we're going to have an invocation by Bishop Wakowiak.
As we'll say a prayer and then go to the national anthem.
In the name of the Father, and Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty God and Father, you have blessed us with the gift of sport to strengthen the body, discipline the mind, and bring joy to the heart. Grant skill and perseverance to those who compete tonight, that through their efforts they may give you praise and show forth the goodness of their Creator. We make our prayer through Christ our Lord. Amen.
The Most Reverend Bishop Wachowiak. I think we've got some more ceremony going on the field here.
Maybe he's going to flip the coin.
Or the host, maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we could all rise.
Which side's head, which side's
Gentlemen, flip your
tails?
caps. The playing
So
of our
now-
national anthem performed
now-
by the West Catholic Marching Band under the direction of Darren Laprise.
West Catholic Marching Band and our national anthem. Tom, God, country, family, football.
Officials.
Love it.
Love it. Here we go.
Or as Father Cusack used to say back in the day,
Yeah.
faith, family, finance, fitness, friendship, fun.
How many F's is that?
It's a lot.
Coach of the Cougars.
So again, we're going to remind you, Tom Mikowski and Joe Sack calling all the
I
action
could
for
be
you
Joe
here on the
Mikowski,
YouTube.
right?
Yeah,
we
you could
kind of
be.
finish each other's sentences.
Well, I have a brother, Joe Mikowski, but we're not going to be showing it on video, and that's
Yep.
an MHSAA rule. It'll be audio only tonight in the playoffs. Well, let's talk about the keys of the game, Joe.
Yeah, keys to the game. I just want to go over, a couple of these losses. Actually, Catholic Central started out playing in Indiana against St. John's Lake Central, win there of 17-10, and then they went had Hamilton, Ontario. St. Thomas More came in, got a big win. Then the loss to Pontiac Notre Dame, win over Middleville, win over Ottawa Hills, win over Holland Christian. Lost to Northview on October 11th, followed by a loss to East Grand Rapids, and where they were down 31-0 at one point in the game, and came back to a 28-31 loss. October 25th, another loss to South Christian, and then last week's win against Hopkins. And we are ready to go here. Keys of the game. Play your best football. Play your absolute best football. And it looks like the Cougars have won the toss, and they're going to kick off to West Catholic. They've elected to receive the ball in the second half of play. And we are ready to go. We've got Connor Nielsen kicking off for the Cougars. He kicks a short one onto the numbers and taking it to 20. And that's number 9, Cal Peterson, and he gets it out to about the 27-yard line. That's where West Catholic's going to get started. Again, we want to thank everybody for joining us early on here in the Fox Pools pregame show. Fox Pools, swimming pool installation, repair, supplies, and accessories. We thank them for their multi-season long sponsorship of our pregame show. Here comes West Catholic out onto the field, getting started at the 28-yard line. Grady Augustin and company, and they're ready. First hits of the game is going to wake everyone up.
They're going to send 2 left, 1 right. Brittenfeld's going to be in I formation behind Augustin. Augustin, the junior quarterback, he'll hand off to Brittenfeld up the middle. Brittenfeld will get stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Showed no pickup on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Falcons.
We got a game.
We do have a game. Now they're going to give him a couple on the play, so we'll say 2nd and 8. He'll get it up to the 30. He's got to get it up to the 38 for a first. But they're testing that middle right away. They know how tough that rushing defense is for the Cougars. So on the left side, Brittenfeld will go to Augustin. He'll stay in the gun. Now he's going back. He looks downfield. He's got a receiver there at the 35. That's Aaron Record with the reception. Going to be about 4 yards short of a first. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Linebacker Derek Weiss in on the tackle. So gain of about 5 on the play. 3rd and 3 for the Falcons.
West Catholic will send Jack Zagunis here on the near side. West Catholic going right to left on your radio dials. Their green uniforms and their white helmets. They're going to hand it off to Brittenfeld up the middle. He's got the 40. He's got a first down all the way to the 43-yard line. Quick hitter for Brittenfeld.
Yeah, gain of about 9 on the play. Needed 3, got about 6. Now it looks like about 7, but that hole opened up very nice, just like West Catholic does, and a first down for West.
Interesting on that, Joe, is like Brittenfeld, we've been talking about how patient he has been as a runner.
Yeah.
He was like shot out of a cannon there. There was no patience there. It's like get to the hole as quick as you can. Shotgun formation, Record will go in motion left to right. Hand off, now it's on the ground. Brittenfeld picks it up off the ground, and he fights his way for 3 yards, which not a bad result considering the fumble on the play.
Yeah, that little option, they had a little bit of trouble with that in the last couple of games. Ball was dropped, but very wisely, Brittenfeld did not fall on it. He knew he had a little bit of time and was able to get up in a gain of about 3.
We'll take a look at the offense here. The starters for West Catholic. Schwieters just came in for Redlinski. He's going to go in motion right up. No, it's Connor Olszewski. Handoff, no, fake. And now looking to pass on the far side of the field is Augustin. It'll fall incomplete. Had a receiver out there to Schwieters. It falls incomplete.
Yeah, and he was receiving some backside pressure there. Kind of pumped it once just before that little curl route was done. And then tried to deliver it. Delivered it low smartly. And good coverage by Catholic Central.
They're going to operate on the far hash now on this 3rd and 7. Wildman in motion. He'll go slot left. Record will go in motion to the left here. Augustin rolls left, getting chased out of the pocket. He's got a receiver there. And catching it for a first down is Jack Zagunis.
Just nice little out route and a rollout by Augustin. Well, he had some pressure there coming by number 30, and that was Derek Weiss. Didn't quite catch up to Grady, and nice delivery and nice catch. First down for the Falcons in Catholic Central territory.
So ball's at the 40 as Record goes in motion. Brittenfeld going to fake to him. Augustin pitches out to Record. He slips, but he catches himself with his hand, and he'll fight his way inside the 35 to the 33. Nice job holding his balance there.
Yeah, and we hadn't seen that pitch going very much, that little option pitch. Very effective to get the ball on the outside, and we know how tough Aaron Record is. And I think he got about 3 yards after initial contact.
2nd and 3 for the Falcons. Ball's at the 33. Augustin in the gun. He'll step up in the pocket. He's going to go deep. He's got Jack Zagunis there. He catches it to 5. Touchdown, West! Jack Zagunis from 33 yards out from Grady Augustin.
Nice job. Grady put that ball up, and Jack Zagunis ran away from the coverage for the first custom caulking touchdown of the night. 33 yards, and West Catholic draws blood first.
He just got by Grayson Tidd, and he's only a 9th grader out there, Joe, in coverage. But nice job by Jack Zagunis and Grady Augustin to exploit it.
Take a look who's back, number 15 after the hockey showcase in Minnesota. Landon Smith's lining up for the PAT. I texted his dad earlier tonight to see how they did. So there's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's good. And West Catholic takes a 7-0 lead at the 8:52 mark in the first.
He's back to his 99% conversion rate.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I'm going to thank a few of our sponsors.
Yeah, Custom Caulking. They're the contractor's choice for quality waterproofing and crack sealing West Michigan and beyond. Both residential and commercial custom caulking should be your only call. On-the-spot color blending and friendly service is what to expect from Custom Caulking. And the Norder family proudly supports West Catholic football and all Falcon athletic programs. And Epic Realty is a national leader in real estate, and Melissa Homewood is your local expert when it comes to buying or selling your home in West Michigan. Melissa can orchestrate market watches, property searches, and home value assessments to make your buying or selling process as thorough as it can be. So you can find Realtor Melissa Homewood on the web at melissahomewood.com. That's melissahomewood.com. Melissa Homewood and Epic Realty, your real estate done right. Here's Landon Smith to kick off to the Cougars.
Again, they're kicking right to left. The Cougars have their white tops, their blue pants, or blue helmets, the CC logo on their helmets. They'll catch the ball at the 15, get up to the 20, little shake and bake up to the 23-yard line. So nice coverage by the West Catholic special teams unit. And that's Cameron Maley, who took it back for Catholic Central. So Catholic Central will have it at their first possession here as we get things. They get things kicked off with their first possession. 7-0, they trail at the 8:45 mark here in the first.
We see number 10, the freshman quarterback, Odin Spencer. He's a good-sized kid, probably 6'1", and he's in the gun. Ace Natty to the outside, number 8. Trying to look at the numbers here. Jamie Williams to the near side.
Shotgun formation goes Spencer. He's got Hilliard next to him. He'll hand it off to him up the middle, and he'll get hit right away. Maybe fights his way for, no, I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage.
No,
Maybe
I don't
that's
think so either. No gain on the play. West Catholic swarming on defense there. And that was a nice welcome to the game. Kamal
Right.
Hilliard, junior running back, real speedster.
He is. Odin Spencer at quarterback. He's the freshman, 6'2", 185 pounds.
That's a big freshman.
That is a big freshman. And he's not a freshman anymore. By the time he gets to this part of the season, he's playing like a sophomore.
Yeah.
Trips left, one right for the Cougars. Spencer, shotgun, fakes it. Now he's going to throw off to the near side here.
Oh, nearly picked off.
Almost picked off. Who was that? Incomplete.
Well, that was intended, I think, for Ace Natty, number 8 out there, and ball was nearly jumped by Connor Olszewski. They do a lot of that out. That's,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, these offenses are very much alike.
Jacob Dussault was out there as well.
Yep.
He's a junior. So third down play, 3rd and 10 for the Cougars. Shotgun. Stepping up is Spencer. He's got somebody over the middle. It's Hilliard, he's got a first down. He's going to get tackled at the 34.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's got it.
Did they get enough?
I think he's got it. We're going to give it to him. Forward progress is at the 35, so he just got enough.
He needed 10 yards. He got 10 yards and a foot.
Little screen play over the middle,
Yep.
and West Catholic was not there to defend Hilliard.
Ball spotted at the Catholic Central 35, 1st and 10.
So big third down pickup for the Cougars in the first. 7:33 to play in the first. 7-0 as West Catholic scored on a Jack Zagunas 33-yard touchdown catch from Grady Augustin in their first possession. Early movement on the left side by the Cougars. That'll back them up 5 yards.
Boy, those are mistakes that you don't need to make early in a game of this caliber.
And Joe, you look at that offensive line for Catholic Central, not necessarily the biggest group of guys that we've seen all year,
No.
but you can tell they're really athletic.
They are athletic. They're a bunch of big kids. They're lean and muscular and very athletic, just like you said.
All right, in the gun is Spencer, handing off to Hilliard. He's trying to break a tackle, and Down he goes.
Loss
He was
on the
being grabbed
play.
by the shirt, trying to break away, Joe, but 3 other Falcons came in to finish him off.
Yeah, and the ball came out, but the whistle had already blown as well. This is putting the Cougars back. Boy, as a loss of another 5 on the play is going to bring up 2nd and 20.
Loss of 4 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 19. Ball spotted at the...
You say Jamie Williams, Joe?
Yeah, they got to play for this. Let's see how we defend it. Jack Zagunis on Jamie Williams. We talked about that earlier.
He's on the near side here, one-on-one coverage. Here's Spencer. He pumps. Still going to go on the short side. He's got a receiver out there breaking a couple tackles.
Yeah,
Looks
and only
like
a gain of
Owen
about
Tiedemann.
only a gain of about 7 there. They didn't even get back to the original sticks. And that's going to force Catholic Central into a putting situation. Or no, it's a third down? No, it's third down.
You can punt on third
Hey,
down.
man, let's,
It is legal.
it is legal to punt on third down.
We're not going to see it.
I forgot about the penalty.
Yes. Trips right for the Cougars. As they'll send Tiedemann, Natty, and Hilliard out on the right side. Empty backfield for Spencer.
You got to bring one.
Spencer's got it. Stepping up in the pocket's got a receiver here on the near side.
Ooh.
Short pass.
He got hit as hit as he threw the ball, and that was a wounded duck.
So completion out there to Goosen's going to bring up 4th and 7. They're going to be at their own 37, Joe. Maybe 38.
Oh, do they want to give the ball to?
That looks like they're going to go
They're
for
going to go for it
I'd be surprised
in their
here.
own territory. Yeah, they're going to do a hard count, maybe use a timeout.
4th and 7. I think West Catholic would be fine if they want to call a timeout. They've got 2 right, 2 left, balance attack, empty backfield for Spencer. Here comes the snap, and here's a quick pooch kick. So Spencer will do the punting. Nobody was back for West Catholic. Ball falls at the 33, so really no bounce on the play, and that's where West Catholic will get started. Their second possession as they lead 7-0 at the 4:51 mark in the first.
Yeah, the new Frank's Market located at 1020 West Fulton in Grand Rapids, featuring the area's best fresh and smoked kielbasa, awesome steaks, succulent roast, hot shots, deli meats, and so much more. Stop in and experience the fantastic service and products the Stanizak family has delivered in Grand Rapids for decades. Since 1933, Frank's Market is the only choice. Here comes West Catholic on their second offensive series. Got to be fired up for that defense.
Absolutely.
Being able to hold Catholic Central and force a punt.
So 1 left, 1 right. They operate in the middle of the field as they go right to left. Hand off to Brittenfeld up the middle. He finds a little seam in there. He's going to get it up to the 37. So we'll say a pickup of 3 on the play. 4, we'll give him 4. 2nd and 6.
Junior Braden Sweeney in on the tackle for the Cougars.
Hey, let us know you're out there listening. Although I think everybody from
I think everybody's here.
Everybody related to West Catholic and Catholic Central is here at the field tonight. But if you're out there listening, give us a shout out, 616-262-9270. See if anybody from the International Space Station is listening this week as Augustin goes out in the flats. He's got a receiver there in Aaron Record. And Record's going to take it up to the 38. Not much gain on the play. Going to bring up 3rd in a short 6. Trying to go over the left side over where Myron Dakota is. Quick swing pass out to the left. 2 right, 1 left. Zagunis one-on-one here on the near side, Joe. Will they dare to go deep again? Let's see. Brittenfeld's off to the left of Augustin. Augustin rolls right. He's getting chased out of the pocket. Now he just gets rid of it. He had nowhere to go. Didn't want to throw an interception.
Flag on the play coming from the back judge. Here, let's see what this is all about.
Referee just said uncatchable. I just saw the hand above the head, so I think they're going to wave off the flag.
I thought he was like shooing away a mosquito.
Oh, there's no mosquitoes, Joe. It's 52
Let's see what we got. We got a conference coming up here.
Quick call in
defensive
Duba
holding.
Duba.
Could be a defensive holding.
Oh, that could be too. He didn't get open, right?
Oh, they're calling something here.
So maybe he had to throw it away if he's not open.
Flag's still on the field. Hadn't been picked up yet and waved.
Explanation over to Todd Colster. I can't tell if he likes it or not, Joe.
Todd Colster doesn't like anything.
Pass interference. Offense.
Oh, offensive pass interference. Decline, that's going to bring up 4th down for the Falcons. Here comes the punt unit.
We have not seen that much this year, if at all, have we? Maybe once?
Maybe once in the last decade.
Cal Peterson will be back to punt for the Falcons. He'll be just inside his own 25. Back to receive for Catholic Central's Nick Schaub. He's a junior. Here goes the kick. They're going to kick it away from him. Actually started to go out of bounds and kick back inbounds, Joe, and go all the way down to the 21. So nice kick by West Catholic. And we'll call it the 22-yard line. That's where the Cougars will get started here at the 3:23 mark as they trail 7-0.
Coach Landon Grove's grandma, she's listening out there. Hi, Grandma. Texted her earlier, asked her if she's ready for a win. She said, heck yeah. Ray Setlock, he's listening.
Hey, Ray.
So he's on, let's see, he's listening on a flight from Dallas to Grand Rapids.
All right.
How do you like that?
I love it.
He bought the Wi-Fi.
He did.
$7. What are you going to do, you know? Dan and Nancy Ostapovich, they say go green.
Down in Florida.
Cougars or what? I don't quite get that. Something.
One left, one right for Spencer. Spencer is going to hand it off to Hilliard. He tries to find his way through a seam on the left side. A lot of Falcons there, but he still found room. Ball's on the ground, but they're saying it's down. So he gets it all the way up to the 30, near the 30. He picks up 6 on the play, 2nd and 4 for the Cougars. Joe, it looked like he had nothing out there, and somehow he found 6-yard pickup.
Yeah, good players will do that, right?
Yeah, they will absolutely do that.
Ed Castro, class of 85. Hi, Ed. How you doing? He's listening at his cottage in National City.
National City.
I don't know where National City is.
I don't know either. Let us know. Hilliard gets the ball again on the left side. This time, a flock of Falcons will converge on him near the line of scrimmage. Picks up 1 on the play. It'll be 3rd and short. We'll call it 3rd and 3. Charlie Stoker and company.
Yep. Tom and Rose Arbanis, they're listening. Hey, Rose, how are you? She says, beat the Cougars. Absolutely, Rose.
One wide left, one wide right, balance attack. Handoff.
Messy exchange.
Messy
exchange, and that's going to be a loss for the Cougars of maybe a yard.
I think that was Joe Meyer. We got that one? That was his first carry of the night.
Oh, he's over there by Tawas area.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
National City. You know, I've traveled everywhere in Michigan, being in
I've never
college
been.
admissions.
That's by Skidway Lake somewhere over there, right?
I'm going to say population 212.
I think it's a little north of Pinconning.
We'll have our research assistant, Tom Megler, show us.
Closest pizza place, I think, is West Branch.
Big 4th down play. 4th down and 3. Here goes a quick kick again. So Catholic Central doesn't want anybody to return a kick on them. So West Catholic on 4th down, they're going to send everybody up, right? They're not going to send anybody back to field a punt.
No.
But Catholic Central with a quick kick, and so they'll have the ball at the 26.
They will. Padgett Business Services, your small business experts for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and payroll. Don't have your tax prep and accounting be a coin toss. Leave it to Padgett Business Services to get it right. Falcon fans, visit Padgett online at pbsgr.com. That's pbsgr.com. Thanks to Mark Davey and his great staff. Padgett's located on Lake Michigan Drive, right next to Mr. Berger. Here comes the Falcons. Minute 15 to go in the first. This first quarter has gone by very quickly.
Yep. Not a lot of incomplete passes. Brittenfeld off to the right of Gustin in shotgun formation. McCord behind him. Fake handoff. Here goes the pitch to Record on the far side. He's got a hole. It's at the 30, 35, over the 40 to 43.
Oh.
So that, Joe, we have not seen that yet this year with Record actually deeper than Brittenfeld.
Deeper than Brittenfeld on that pitch, but boy, that brings him outside, and he got all the way to 3rd gear. We saw him shift from 1st to 2nd and hit 3rd gear when he got the first down. So West Cal's going to line up at the 43-yard line.
Dylan Daniels, tackle for the Cougars. Olszewski goes in motion. He'll get it in the middle of the field. Now he bounces outside. He's inside Cougar territory. Breaks a tackle there. Gets inside the 40 down to the 37. Nice hard run by Connor Olszewski.
Finally brought down by Braden Sweeney, the junior linebacker, had to come all the way over, bring him down. Nice pop out, hit the pile, and then reversed his field, came to the near side, found himself some open space. It's going to result in another first down for the Falcons with 25 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Now that is a play we have seen, Joe, with Olszewski in motion. Gets a jet sweep handoff and gets it in the middle. Here goes Augustin. He's looking to go deep again. Now he throws it out on the flats. He's got Brittenfeld out there. That was his backup man. He found him.
He did.
He went through his progressions.
He went through his progressions, and he found Brittenfeld outside. Big hit there delivered by both Brittenfeld and Braden Sweeney. And we come down to zeros, and we are done with our first quarter of play with West Catholic leading Catholic Central in this district final, Division 5, 7-0.
Yeah, so ball down to the 32. West Catholic offense on the move again, Joe. Would love to get a couple scores ahead. Not that you're ever going to have any breathing room in this game.
Yeah,
but
playing downhill's a lot easier than trying to play on a comeback.
That's right.
Let's see here. What do we got? We got Duba Attorneys at Law with law offices in the Amway Grand Plaza Hotel. The Dubas specialize in business transactions, mergers and acquisitions, real estate, and estate planning. A true West Catholic family of students, coaches, boosters, and volunteers. Let Chris and Don Duba help with all your legal needs. Duba Attorneys at Law. And Shaner Avenue Nursery, fall's the absolute perfect time to create the beautiful landscape you've been wanting outside your home. Shaner Avenue Nursery is the team you need to make this project a reality. Kristen Perez, proud West Catholic parent, will meet and design the look you want to make your home the envy of the neighborhood. So contact Shaner Avenue Nursery and Kristen Perez at 616-293-7228 or check them out on the web at ShanerAvenueNursery.com. Here come the Falcons.
Hand off to Olszewski this time. He stiff arms the guy at the 33, gets inside the 30 to the 29 on the near side here. Falcons are going left to right on your radio dial here in the second quarter. They're summing up third in a short 2, Joe, for the Falcons.
Nice tackle by number 79, the junior defensive end, Andrew Killeen. Dragged down Connor.
Full backfield. These are whole new setups that we haven't seen. Ball down to the 15. Grady Augustin will quarterback keep it up the middle, and he'll have a West Catholic first down.
Yeah, that was a real quick hitter. He took that ball and ran right off tackle. Nice hole was developed. He went and got himself 5 yards and a first down. Really impressed by West Catholic's offense right now.
Yeah, and they're just going to new formations we just have not seen to kind of keep them off guard. Here's full backfield again as both running backs, Olszewski and Brittenfeld, will be next to Augustin. Augustin, he'll quick pitch it out to Olszewski on the far side. 25-20, here comes a flag. So that's going to come back, about an 8-yard gain on the far side of the field for West Catholic, but it will come back.
Yeah, you get these guys out in space and they're blocking it, maybe on Wildman. I mean, it looked good from here. He might have had his arm up underneath, but put a nice tackle out there. Yeah, that's a hold.
As we look at that first quarter, Joe, that was a great job, by the way, of faking it to Brittenfeld to the right, coming back to the left with Olszewski.
I really like what this pitch is doing.
The first quarter, Brittenfeld, 4 carries for 18 yards, Record a couple carries for 24. Connor Olszewski's got 1 rushing attempt for 20 yards. And Augustin off to a great start, 5 for 7 in the first quarter, 57 yards and a touchdown. 2 catches for Zagunis, 46 yards and a TD for him. As Augustin will look to Landon Grove, he'll get the call in from him. They're on the far hash as they go left to right. Brittenfeld's off to his right. This time Olszewski will be in front of Brittenfeld. Brittenfeld gets it, follows the lead block. He's at the 25, 20, still on his feet, down to the 16. Nice pickup He's going to be short of a first down, but nice run by David Brittenfeld.
Yeah, and he ran right over number 13, Dylan Daniels, the junior defensive back, and got another 4 yards. I mean, it was a head-to-head hit, and just brutal, David Brittenfeld.
So the running game is working for West right now. Not so much for Catholic Central. They only have 4 yards rushing in the first. Hand off to Brittenfeld again. Weaves his way inside. Kind of up in the middle off the left side there, Joe. Gets down to the 13, maybe the 12.
Grandma and Grandpa Schwieters, they're listening from Battle Lake, Minnesota. They say go Falcons. We're rooting for number 4.
So 1st and 10, ball's going to be at the 11 of the Cougars. West Catholic threatens as they lead 7-0 here in the second. Hand off to Brittenfeld again. Dances his way inside. Only picks up a couple on the play.
Dragged down by number 19.
Gets a little tough in here as you get into the red zone here, Joe.
And a nice text come out here from Dom Fisher.
Oh, nice,
After
Dom.
his heart surgery he had on Tuesday. He says, good start, score, and a stop. You darn right. Hope
Dom,
you're feeling well, Dom. We're all praying for you, buddy.
Yeah, we wish you the best, Dom. We've been thinking a lot about you. Fake handoff to Brittenfeld. Here goes a quick pitch on the right side. Olszewski's inside the 10, down to the 5. So now West Catholic can get a first down at about the 2, Joe. So that'll bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it a short 4 for West. Ball is going to be placed at about the 6.
3rd and short 5.
Now what do you do? Zagunis?
Connor Olszewski's coming out of the game in lieu of record.
Look at Zagunis. He's got a height advantage over on the far side. He might just throw a Calvin Johnson as he gets a record to go left to right. So Zagunis is out there by himself. Now he's going to go in motion. Fake to him. Augustin rolls. He's getting chased out of the pocket. He completes the pass, but no first down to Brittenfeld. Very interesting, Joe, as they had the height advantage with Zagunis out there. Now they're going to settle for a Landon Smith field goal attempt on 4th down and 4 from the 6.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of different alignments, a lot of different sets here out of the West Catholic offense.
And handed to Catholic Central, they weren't fooled on that.
They were not fooled on that. No, it was Dale Gant Jr. on the coverage there, the senior defensive back. So
Landon Smith will be on the left hash on the far side of the field. Going to kick it, 22-yard field goal, short one. It's up and it's good, just like an extra point, Joe. That extends the West Catholic lead to 10-0. We're in the second quarter, 7-18. Thanks for joining us. Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack, Steve Grooms, our statistician, and Tom Egler, our spotter for the evening.
Moore & Sons Roofing. If you need to repair or replace your roof, choose Moore & Sons Roofing. Moore & Sons, where you don't just get a great roof, you get a great roofing experience, and the quality and craftsmanship that they invest in every roof is second to none. So, for all your roofing needs, choose Moore & Sons Roofing and Owens Corning Certified Contractor. And by West End Body since 1965, West End Body's been serving Grand Rapids when those days happen, and they do happen. So if you've had a mishap with your vehicle, call Gavin and get everything fixed up. Working with all insurance companies, West End Body is your single source for collision repair. West End Body, located at 1693 Leonard Northwest. They sponsor our halftime show. Please join us. And here comes West Catholic. Landon Smith kicking after the field goal. West Catholic up 10-0 now on the Cougars. Nice driving kick back to the 4-yard line. Come the Cougars, a little bit of open field here for number 21. And that's Cameron Malley.
That's Cameron Malley, brought down by number 24, Jack Franzak.
Jack Franzak on the tackle. Sure Aunt Laura's liking that. Bill Roth is listening in Grand Rapids.
Hey, Bill.
Wife and kids are at the game. Oh, we remember Crush Cougar Week. We sure do. Good times, man.
Spencer brings the Cougars out on the field. They'll operate on the near hash. They go right to left on your radio dial. White tops, blue pants, blue helmets with the CC logo on the helmet. As Hilliard gets it up the middle, breaks a couple tackles at the 27. He'll fight his way all the way to the 31. Nice hard run by Hilliard. It'll be second down, and we'll call it a short 6 for the Cougars.
Billy K's listening. He says,
hey, Billy K.
Crush the evil empire, he says. Billy is brutal.
Give us a text and let us know you're out there listening. 616-262-9270 as Spencer will look to the sidelines. Gets a play call in from Coach Colster. He'll step back in shotgun formation. Freshman quarterback takes it. Delayed quarterback draw. Get it up to the 35. Still going to be short by a couple yards. That'll bring up third down for the Cougars. Tough sledding running the ball so far for the Cougars.
Say hi to Dave Ingalls. He's listening. Hunting down in Indiana.
Hey, Dave Ingalls. Good luck on your season this year. Jamison Williams on the near side. Watch this. Nope, going to be handoff to Hilliard. He's got a first down for the Cougars, barely by about 6 inches, but they're going to move the chains as the ball gets up over the 38-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Cougars. I think that's their first down running the ball.
I think so. We take a look at, we got a photograph of the scoreboard in Frankenmuth. It's Frankenmuth 13 and Belding 6, 3:28 to go in the first quarter.
Empty backfield for the Cougars, but we had some movement on the line. So false start. Again, in case you're just joining us, West Catholic Falcons 10, the Catholic Central Cougars 0. We're here in the second quarter at the 5:32 mark.
It's a 1st and 15.
Michelle Kathleen, Margie Downer, they're West Catholic 75, 77, 79, all the odd years. They're cheering on the Falcons from Comstock Park, hoping to hear a lot of touchdown West tonight.
Empty backfield again for Spencer. Quarterback draw, he keeps it, goes over the right side. He'll get tackled right away. I think it was Colin Hunter on the tackle. So nice job. Second down and 13 now after that penalty. So 2 on the near side here, 1 on the far side. They operate on the far hash. Empty backfield again for Spencer. He steps up, looking to go deep. He's got his receiver there, and that's Jamie Williams, but he's out of bounds. He catches it, but did not get his feet in, Joe. Good coverage there by West.
No, and Record was right there, and Jamie Williams went up for that ball, and Record was right there, knocked him out of bounds, laid a heavy hit on him, falling out of bounds. So Cougars are now forced into a 3rd and long.
We're going to keep calling him Jamie Williams. He goes by Jamie.
He goes by Jamie,
even though he's listed in the roster as Jamison Williams.
Yeah.
But don't want to get him confused with the Lions wide receiver. Here goes Spencer. He's under pressure. Gets rid of the ball at the last second, and it will fall incomplete.
Colin Hunter came up, separated that ball away from Rafe Goosen, the tight end, and another 4th down for the Cougars, 4th and 13. Nothing to do but punt here.
So Spencer was looking for his tight end. He just had to get rid of the ball. He's under a lot of pressure. It was just down and out really quick.
So it could be that quick kick, or you never know with the Cougars here.
Trace Tannison on that as well.
All right, we've got a quick timeout here by the Cougars.
So again, we talked about that in the pregame. Trace Tannis had a great game last week.
Yep.
Here you see the pressure he puts on the freshman quarterback, Spencer.
Tell you what, they're going to get to him. They've been real close, haven't sacked him yet. But he's got a good pocket sense, right?
He really
for
does.
A kid.
He does.
And starts rolling out when he has to. And the Falcons have sent pressure.
places and things that makes
But he's handled it.
Well, like you said, make him feel uncomfortable. He might not throw a pick, but there he's got to get rid of the ball really quickly.
Yeah. And in distress, he really hasn't completed many passes.
No.
So we're at 10:35 to go until halftime. Boy, it's fourth down. Yeah, it's definitely fourth down and 13.
4:35 till half.
Oh, 4:35 till half. Not 14:35.
No, not 10:35.
10:35. So after a timeout called by the Cougars here on 4th and 13, Spencer's going to line up again in the gun.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll kick it here. Ball's at their own 36. I can't imagine that they're
and he's backing up a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to go for it here. Here comes the kick. Olszewski's back. He's going to let it bounce, and he's going to get away from the ball. Takes a nice Cougar bounce. It hits from the 34, and will come to rest at the 25. So he gets the 9 extra yards on the roll, and the Falcons will take over there with 4:25 left and a lead 10-0.
Fox Pools located on Alpine Avenue between 7 and 8 Mile Roads. Fox Pools is West Michigan's best source for both in-ground and above-ground pools, featuring a full-service showroom with chemical supplies and accessories, offering annual closing and opening service as well as repairs and installation. Fox Pools does it right.
Take a look at those offensive starters again, Joe, for West Catholic. Here goes Augustin in the gun. He's going to fake. Now he's going to pitch out to Brittenfeld here on the near side. He's got some room to run. 25, 30, 35, up over the 40. Still on his feet as he gets pushed out of bounds here on the near side at the 43. Nice hard run by David Brittenfeld. Don't
really
tackle
hard.
that guy up high.
Yeah, you can't get him up high, and sometimes you can't get him down low. But, he needed 10, got himself 15. He's going to take the ball all the way out to the 43-yard line with 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go till halftime.
Trips left for West.
Well, I like the matchup out there one-on-one with Zagunis.
Olszewski will go in motion, and he'll get it. A little wheel route coming out of the backfield. He's still on his feet inside Catholic Central territory down to the 45. So he starts in motion, takes that nice little wheel route coming out of the backfield.
Good hands and
gets the ball in motion.
Grady Augustin hits him on the fly, and he just doesn't look like a junior, does he?
No, he doesn't.
No, he is a seasoned player.
It's a different team, right? I mean, Olszewski was out a couple games earlier this year. Big difference in the team when you get him in the lineup. So 3:36 left. 1st and 10. Ball on the 45 of the Cougars. Handoff. No. Fake handoff. Now it's a quick pitch. And Olszewski's just going to fall on it at the 50. Probably had room to pick it up, but that's the safe play. But you lose 5 on the quick pitch fumble.
Yeah, it was a little late. That pitch was a little bit late coming. Rafe Goosen, the big defensive end, was coming in and probably could have gotten rid of that ball a little bit quicker as soon as he committed to Augustin. But wisely fell on the ball. It's a loss of 5 on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 15 now.
2 left, 1 right for West. Augustin looks to the sideline, gets the call from Coach Landon Grove. We're at the 2:44 mark.
And we're going to get a timeout here by Landon Grove. He's going to want to talk this over.
I think Landon Grove would like nothing better than to eat up 2:44 on the clock, score a touchdown, leave about 6 seconds on the clock, and walk in at halftime with a 17-0 lead.
Yeah, that would be an ideal situation. So we're going to take a look and get some scores from around the area here, Tom. Let me get that. Well, actually, hey, John is listening from Saginaw. He says, go West Catholic. My dad, Mike Fitzsimmons, class of 1969, was Freddie the Falcon. Probably the original Freddie the Falcon.
The original Freddie the Falcon.
Yeah, the old paper-mache head and everything like that. He loved West Catholic, and he's listening in his honor. His dad passed away in August of 23. Yeah, it's great that we're pulling you in, John. We appreciate that, and yeah, we'll dedicate this game to your dad,
there we
the original
go.
Freddie Falcon.
I love that.
That's fantastic.
1-1 for the Falcon. Trips left for West. They've got 1 on the line, Joe. They've got 2 receivers about 3 yards behind the line. So this is another new formation we have not seen. And now 3 guys go in motion at the same time, and they'll come closer to the line. That's Record and Zagunis there. Hand off to Brittenfeld over the right side. So all that was window dressing, Joe.
Yeah, it sure was.
All that action on the left side of the field. Don't worry, nothing going on here.
They all carried out their blocks, though. I'll tell you that. They did a nice job.
So gain of 3 on the play. Ball's at the 47, going to be 3rd and 12. So that's a long 3rd down play. So we're at the 2:20 mark. West Catholic needs to move the chains here on a big 3rd down play. Record and Olszewski both go in motion right to left. Now they'll get settled in. Augustin back in the pocket. He'll throw it out, and it's got a receiver there. Overthrew. I think he was looking for Jack Zagunis. Overthrew him. And Aaron Record, how heady player he is, he went behind Zagunis and almost leapt and got that at the ground.
He did, covered by Joe Meyer, big guy out there. And, yeah, he almost dove and caught that ball. And now West Catholic is forced into a punt situation. Cal Peterson comes out. We've got a score. Notre Dame, Pontiac Notre Dame 27, Corona nothing, and they're in the second.
They are the team to beat for sure. Cal Peterson back to punt. He'll be at his 39 for West. He'll roll right. He'll kick. No fake punt here. Nice punt. Sends Catholic Central all the way down to the goal line. Mishandles it, and now it's a touchback. So I'm not sure. He
caught it. He took it inbounds, went into the end zone, and that's no. They're going to have a conference on that, and you've got every dad that knows the rules of football on the West Catholic sideline.
So he went back. The ball. Let's replay this for the listeners. The ball went over his head. He touched it at about the 3 as he was going back, trying to field it. Hits his fingertips, goes into the end zone. And then they just call it a touchback.
No,
I did not know that was the rule.
No, that's not. I don't believe.
By rule,
They're going
ball in the end zone is a touchback.
But he touched it.
I think he had control of it inbounds. Went into the end zone and then tried to come back out and was tackled, but they whistled it when he was coming out.
Yes, yeah. So I don't know. We got to trust that the referees on the field. These are playoff referees. They know it. Certainly know the rules better than us. But it'll bring up 2nd down and 6. But that's a big play as the ball goes to the 24-yard line. Minute 30 left for the Cougars yet. Stick around for halftime. We've got CEO President Jill Annabelle will be joining us at halftime. She's excited to join us.
She is.
Empty backfield for the Cougars. Here goes a pass over the middle of Jamie Williams down to the 40-yard line. And we did get some clarification in high school. Once the ball breaks the plane of the goal line, the ball is dead and becomes a touchback. So, and the ball will go out to the 20. So he was correct on that. Once it breaks the goal line. So whatever happens after that, it doesn't matter. Trips right for the Cougars. Quarterback draw for Spencer. He's on his feet in West Catholic territory down to the 46.
Big scramble for 14 yards.
44 seconds. Cougars have all 3 timeouts if they choose to use them.
Yeah.
And they're in a hurry up. I don't know why they're just not calling a timeout. So they're at the 46. Empty backfield again for Spencer. Spencer steps up in the pocket. He's got a receiver there on the near side. And getting tackled is Jamison Williams. I'm sorry, on the far side of the field at the 39. Then comes the first timeout at the 25-second mark.
So we finally see some targets here to Jamison Williams. And
looking for a sack, Joe.
Looking for a sack, indeed.
No, I mean not a Joe sack, but looking for a sack on the quarterback.
There's a couple in the stands.
Yeah. I know where Joe Sack is.
Some more scores from around the area. Let's see here. Mona Shores and Byron Center, a big one in Division III. Byron Center on top 17-0 over Mona in the second quarter. Portland on top of Hastings 16-8 at the half. Here's one in Division 5, Frankenmuth and Belding. Frankenmuth taking a 20-6 lead over the Black Knights. And they're still in the second. Granville 10-0 over Hudsonville, playing in Hudsonville, I believe. Reed City and Standish Sterling, they're tied up at 20 in the first quarter. Somebody's got to play some defense there. And Lansing Catholic 21 over at Elsie, nothing there in the second quarter.
And here we go, Catholic Central, second down. They're in West Catholic territory, empty backfield. Spencer goes back, deep drop. They'll get over the middle, breaking a tackle there at the 30, 25, 20 inside the 20, down to the 16.
And that's Goosen.
Number 19, Goosen, the senior.
And they're going to call another timeout.
Wow, 16 seconds left, so that only took 9 seconds off. West Catholic, Darren Smith did not like to see that.
No. Here's another from Division 5, Kalamazoo United 20, Berrien Springs 7, and they're in the second quarter. Unity Christian 16, South Christian 14, and they're in the second. Those are really the only scores we've got to report over here.
Boy.
West Cal's got to tighten things up a little bit. Spencer has been delivering some fantastic passes here in this drive late here in the second.
Yeah, this is tough for West because you had the ball at midfield.
Correct.
Could go up 17-0 if you can get a drive going. Catholic Central forces them to punt, and now they're driving in for a touchdown with 16 seconds left. Spencer's got Hilliard off to his right. He's still going to pass it. Deep drop, he's under pressure, gets rid of it. It's up in the end zone, and Catholic Central catches it. Touchdown, Cougars. And in there for West Catholic, fighting for the ball was Jack Zagunis.
Yeah, he had a hand in there, but I'll tell you what, it was grabbed tightly by West Catholic. Or excuse me, who was that on the play? Was that number 8? Was that Ace Nada? So Cougars now score their first touchdown of the game with 8 seconds to go. Onto the field is number 24, Connor Nielsen, for the extra point. The snap is high, and now they got a little fire play going. He's looking to pass it, and it looks like it's caught.
Wow, fire drill, and they got the 2-point conversion.
Yep, got the 2-point conversion, 10-8 with 8 seconds.
Did you feel that momentum shift
right there? A little bit, yeah, and it was rapid.
10-0, then all of a sudden it's 10-8, just like that. Lot of momentum for Catholic Central. And they get the ball back to start the second half.
They do, and I'll tell you what, that was a very efficient run down the field, a little 2-minute drill that they ran through, and Spencer did a nice job. Couple of passes completed to Jamison Williams, a run of 14 for Spencer. And
that was Jamison Williams on the touchdown catch.
It was Jamison Williams on the catch.
And the 2-point conversion by Dean Armock, the junior. So, wow, what a change of events. And there's really no time, 8 seconds left. Yeah. So
you got all the time in the world for a run back.
Boy, did that change in a hurry. We got a great one here in case you're just joining us. We're at Falcon Stadium on the west side of Grand Rapids. Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack as the Cougars trim that lead to 10-8. We got 8 seconds left until half. It's a rematch of the regional final a year ago when the defending state champions Catholic Central Cougars defeated the Falcons. Here goes the kick, squib kick. Going to be fielded by West at the 22. Coming up the middle, getting stuffed at the 30. It's Cal Peterson. So I'm going to leave 5 seconds on the clock. I got to imagine Grady Augustin is going to just take a knee. Nothing to get fancy, right?
I got a feeling. A lot of work for 10 points. And not a lot of work for 8 points for the Cougars.
Somehow you can find Jack Zagunis on a one-on-one, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, they're in a kneel-down formation.
Cougars got 5 defensive backs, including Jamison Williams back there. So they'll take the knee, and they'll be content going into halftime with a 10-8 lead. The West Catholic Falcons over the Catholic Central Cougars.
All right. West End Body halftime show coming up here with all the stats from Steve Grooms. And we're going to have Jill Annabelle in, President CEO of West Catholic. We're going to hear what's going on at school, and we're going to bring her in right away and hopefully catch some of the band performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. Try to get Jill set up. Hi, Joe. I'm going to hand you that.
Hi.
Tap that mic. Hot mic? Oh, yeah, hot mic.
We'll get you on camera. There you are.
Fantastic.
Well, thank you for joining us again. We had you up here at the beginning of the season, and we're in the playoffs now. Exciting night for the West Catholic community. You had a couple other big events this fall, haven't you?
Well, of course we have. Experience West Night was huge this year. We had over 100 kids come and experience West Catholic for the night. And of that crowd, a lot of them are 8th graders. We already have 45 students in the incoming freshman class for next year.
That's great.
Wow.
Which is crazy. So
we're not even in 2025
we're
yet.
We're not even at Christmas. So
we're not even at Thanksgiving.
We're not. Yes. So they're all wandering around out there, I'm sure, in the big crowd. But that's awesome. A fun thing is coming up, though, really soon. Next Friday, the 5th graders take over our campus for their big field trip of the year.
Good.
And so kids from all over the diocese come, and it's truly a takeover. All afternoon, they run around, they do science experiments, they're walking the halls, they're playing with the robots. And it is the 5th grade takeover because it is their 5th grade field trip. So that is super fun to have them all here. We'll have 250 kids here.
All right, that's awesome. And you recently celebrated Falcon Awards night. It's always a great evening of celebration. Tom, you were there.
I was there. What a wonderful night.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed myself.
I know, and I got to say 2 really incredible announcements that night. So Tom Fulis was one of our awardees. He's a class of 70, and he started his family scholarships. We have these legacy funds that turn into scholarships for students, and so the Fulis Family Scholarship is now underway, which is fantastic. But also last year about this time, the Roth family made their scholarship, so they're challenging the community now. Between now and Giving Tuesday, if the community can raise $10,000 toward those legacy funds, then the Roth family will match them with another $10,000.
Oh, beautiful!
So lots of really cool things happening.
The challenge is out, right?
The challenge is out there now, so that's super fun. And then on Monday, we never slow down around here. So this week we had volleyball against CC on Wednesday night. That was super fun. That was we won there, and it was a nail biter. And then we got tonight, but then on Monday we have Veterans Mass, so celebration of Veterans Day. You don't have to RSVP for Veterans Mass, so you can come right in, and we do a little luncheon after Mass for all the vets. So that's a really fun time. You can always come for Mass, but this week it'll be on Monday, 10:20 in the gym.
Awesome.
That's great.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
A lot of fun stuff going on.
I know. I got one more, though. Can I
say
one
more?
No, November
20th
is our Alumni Memorial Mass. It's here on campus at 7 p.m.
Okay.
And this is one, it's been always a quiet, small event, but it's the night where at Mass they read all the names of the deceased members of the West Catholic family. And so if you attended West Catholic and you have passed away, that is the Mass to celebrate all their lives and to pray for all the souls in purgatory. And it's a great night. So again, that's on November 20th, and so many people remember someone who is in their class or in their family who will be by name part of the intentions of that night. That's in the St. Maria Goretti Chapel.
Oh, that's wonderful. That kind of gives me a little. That gave me chills right there.
I know. That's
fantastic.
A really
it really
good
is
one.
Nice.
It is.
Yeah.
So we're always busy around here.
You are always busy around here.
It's fun.
Big night. Here on the football field, and a lot of preparation for this big rivalry.
All hands on deck.
And we saw the call to volunteers, right? Needed volunteers out here, and that had to have been responded to well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. We had I don't know the number now. I would say at least 70 to 80 volunteers in different spots throughout campus tonight.
Wow.
And then we had 100 sort of VIPs in the MAC tonight, Bishop Wachovia, we had a dozen priests, the elementary principals, and then the school boards of both schools and the diocesan school board all gathered
Nice.
to have their own sort of tailgate. We fed them dinner and sent them out to the game. So they're in the end zone tonight, really excited to be here. And
Sure.
it's good to show it's good to break bread before, something like this.
Right.
But we love hosting, and I kept telling all of them, we just like a good party on the west side. So any excuse to have the neighbors come over.
And we brought kielbasa up here in the
I know,
press
Artie,
box.
I think I just ate a pound of
Smells
kielbasa while I was
delicious
waiting for
up
halftime.
here.
So that was my second dinner. But yeah, and I was going to ask everyone, like, which meat market's from, good West
right.
Sider question.
Yeah, exactly. You go to Ralph's, you go to Frank's.
Yeah,
Where'd
which
you
one
go?
is it? So
And hey, one really nice thing, and we want to mention this because he's been in our thoughts for a little while now. Got a nice text from Dom Fisher, and he's
fantastic.
recovering from some surgery, some significant surgery, and he
Yes.
wishes he could be on the football field, but he's in recovery. And hopefully he's feeling good, and he's got the entire West Catholic community behind him in prayers and thoughts. And we're glad that he's listening to the game tonight.
I'm going to embarrass his little sister
Go
for
right
a moment.
ahead.
She doesn't
Sure.
know this, but Mia Fisher,
Sure.
on Tuesday when he was in surgery,
Yeah.
we had Mass at school, and she was up doing the petitions at Mass while her brother was in surgery. And I
Oh,
thought,
wow.
what strength does that? I mean, it was just amazing. It was just amazing. Good faith, good example of the West Way. And so she was up there praying for others while her brother was one of the intentions.
Well, it made both of us smile when we saw that text from Dom. And
Yeah.
it's like he's there listening and know he's being well taken care of.
Yeah.
Squeezing on that heart pillow right now. I'll tell you
Yes.
what, he's gone through a lot here, but he's going to recover strong. And I think his dad said the doctors hope he's going to be able to play golf here in the springtime. And I know two of his favorite sports, football and basketball, got pushed to the wayside. But adversity makes you stronger, Dom. You can come out of this on top, and everything's going to be great.
Yeah,
So,
that's amazing. Well, he had the whole community praying for him, everyone all week. So it's been an amazing stretch.
well, fantastic. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yes,
We're going to
thanks
put
for
the
having
West
me.
Catholic Marching Band out on
Absolutely.
the field tonight and give all the parents and aunts and uncles and grandmas and grandpas a look at the fantastic band. And thank
All
you
right.
so much for joining us.
Of course. Go
we love the
Falcons.
energy you bring to the school.
All right.
Go
Thanks.
West.
Go West.
Jill Annabelle, she's the CEO and president of West Catholic High School, and now a presentation from your West Catholic Marching Band. Tom and I are going to take a break. We'll be back with stats from Steve Grooms on our West End Body Halftime Show, and here we go.
It's Mr. Andrew Stanley on the alto saxophone.
Let's hear it for your Falcon Marching Band. All right, and now for a special treat, Catholic Central will now join us to honor our veterans. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a veteran, someone who has served, or someone who is serving, would you please stand and let us recognize you with a round of applause. Veterans Day is Monday. Please take the time to thank someone who has served. We thank you, both the Catholic Central Cougar Marching Band and the West Catholic Falcon Marching Band, with this rendition of Amazing Grace.
Welcome back to the halftime show. Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack as we just finished off some of our kielbasa that was brought up.
And we need more cowbell.
How about the kielbasa? Now you know on the west side when you're at halftime you have kielbasa.
Yeah, we're hosting and there's 2 crock pots of fresh kielbasa and horseradish. So we're on it. We'll be enjoying it for some hours.
We're going to take a look at the stats here, Joe. I'll cover West Catholic here. Pardon me, is Connor Olszewski had 3 rushes for 26 yards. David Brittenfeld, of course, led the way for West Catholic, 9 attempts for 62 yards. Aaron Record, a couple times for 24. Grady Augustin kept the ball once for 5 yards. So overall, pretty solid rushing attempts there. We'll go, let's see here. Grady Augustin, 7 for 10 for 70 yards and a touchdown. And so that was it offensively for West Catholic as they ran the ball for 111 yards. They averaged 6.5 yards per carry. And again, 7 for 10 for 70 yards through the air. So total yards, 181 for West Catholic. Only 120 for Catholic Central, but they only trail 10-8.
Yeah, and Odin Spencer, the quarterback, 3 rushing attempts for 18 yards. Kamal Hilliard, 7 rushing attempts for 17. And, it's a tough sledding there. Odin Spencer's 8 for 10 for 86 yards and a touchdown, and really all that coming, in the last couple of minutes.
Last possession.
Of the second quarter. And Jamison Williams, 3 catches there for 38, and he got the score. Owen Tiedema, 1 catch for 6 yards. And let's see, Kamal Hilliard's got 1 catch for 11, and Rafe Goosen has 2 catches for 31 yards, and I believe he did not get the or did he get the extra point?
No, that was not
the fire drill there. Anyways, 11 attempts rushing for 34 yards, averaging only 3.1 per. 6 first downs for the Cougars.
So you got to feel great, right? If you're West Catholic,
really
defensive line, you're giving up 34 yards rushing in the first half to the number 7 Cougars.
Yeah, and 8 of 10 for 86 yards. 120 yards in the first half, holding the Cougars. But, the scoreboard, West Catholic worked hard for those 10 points, and then just to come down on the field, score a touchdown, and then have a fire drill for your extra point and convert on a 2-point conversion, making it a 2-point game.
Well, remember, that 80-yard drive started because there was a punt by West Catholic. Catholic Central guy hit it at the 3-yard line, went up, and it hit his hand. It went into the end zone. The rule in high school is if it touches a person's hand but the ball goes into the end zone, as soon as it breaks the goal line, the ball is dead and it comes out to the 20-yard line. So that last possession, 80 yards of the 120 was in the last possession. So up to that point, West Catholic had only been given up 40 total yards of offense to Catholic Central.
If I was the Cougars, I'd go to a 2-point or a 2-minute
fire drill.
2-minute drill throughout the rest of the game. They were very, very efficient in getting down the field quickly and putting those 8 points up.
Both teams are on the field now as Landon Smith gets ready to kick off. Just a reminder, MHSA rules, it's audio only for us. As the ball goes all the way down, gets fielded at the 3. This time Catholic Central will bring it up to the 15, 20, 25 on the near side. Got room to run to the 30 and get kicked out of bounds all the way up to the 38. Boy, what a whale of a run back for number 28. That is Dale Gant Jr. He looked like Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yeah, right up the near sideline here, and it gets him. Well, it looks like he's out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds at the 40, Tom.
Yeah.
And we thought he got a little bit further than that, but a nice run back. Cougars with a 60-yard field to pay dirt. Of course, they won the toss and elected to receive in the second half. And here goes their first offensive set of the second half.
They go right to left on your radio dial here in the third quarter. Hand off to Hilliard, and he's going to get driven back at the 41. Pickup of 1 on the play. He'll get forward progress there. They've come out with a little pep in their step.
He might have gone backwards further than he went forwards after that hit. So they're going to give him about 1.5 yards.
We'll call it 2nd down and 8 for the Cougars.
Yep.
Again, they've got their white top uniforms with the blue numbers. That navy blue pants with the white stripe down it. And the blue helmets with the Catholic Central, the CC logo.
Hilliard now goes
right
out
for CC.
Yeah.
Spencer, quarterback draw. He finds a hole there. He's still on his feet inside West Catholic territory. He's got a 1st down all the way to the 46. They like that quarterback draw, Joe.
Well, and you know, he was the leading rusher by 1 yard, and now he extends that.
What is this kid going to be like as a senior? He's a freshman.
Yeah, he's going to be something else. Big kid, too.
Confident freshman. Odin Spencer. He gets it. He'll keep it. 2-yard pickup over the right side for Spencer. Good-sized kid, too, as a freshman, 6'2", 185 pounds.
He knows his way around a refrigerator at that age. So if you're just joining us here for the second half, we're at the 10:20 mark in the third. West Catholic leading Catholic Central 10-8 in this Division 5 district final.
2 right, 2 left, empty backfield for Odin Spencer. He gets it, deep drop. Now he looks on the far side and just throws it away. I don't know where his receiver went, but nowhere to be found, so it'll bring up 3rd down.
No, he released that ball, kind of came out of his hand a little bit funny and had some extra time. Some of the Falcons were coming after him, but it was a slow rush.
3rd and 7. West Catholic needs to hold them here. They're holding on to a 10-8 lead here at the 10-minute mark of the third. 2 left, 2 right for the Cougars. 3 down linemen for West. They'll shift, low snap. Spencer gets it. Stepping up in the pocket, he's getting rushed. He overthrows his receiver. Almost picked off, and they're going to throw a flag against Jamie Williams. They're looking for him at the 30. Three Falcons there, and apparently he got hit early.
Yeah, he was surrounded and had to go up for the football.
Boy, you hate to see that with that great coverage on Williams. Plus, it was a high ball that was really not catchable, I don't think, Joe.
Yeah, I don't know. That ball was up there about 8 feet in the air.
Certainly doesn't care for that call.
No.
Landon Grove certainly doesn't care for that call. Going to be a 15-yarder.
Ball is spotted at the West Catholic 29, first and 10.
So ball all the way to the 29, and that's a first down, and that's the kind of luck you need if you're a Cougar. 2 right, 2 left for Spencer. Quarterback draw again on the right side. He gets hit but falls forward a couple yards. Boy, they're exploiting that right side of the Catholic Central line, or the left side of the West Catholic defense.
They've identified something right there in the A gap. And he's not afraid to run the ball. Sizable kid and leading rusher for the Cougars thus far.
Kind of going right at Big 72, Gabe Powers on the left side of that defensive line. Empty backfield for Spencer. Plenty of time. Now he's going to go deep. Well covered. And coming back to it is Jamie Williams. Does he have a touchdown?
And he does.
He does. Oh, 2 Falcons right there. Jamie Williams split them and caught it on the far sideline in the corner of the end zone for a touchdown.
27-yarder, but he just threw that. That was an up for grabs, and that's where 6'4" and a little bit of vertical is going to prevail in that situation. Good coverage by the Falcons, but hard to defend a guy that's that tall with a ball that far up in the air.
Here comes the extra point as the Cougars get their first lead of the night. Connor Nielsen, the senior kicker for the Cougars. It's up and it's good. So 15-10 is your score. If West Catholic are able to score a touchdown, look for them to go for 2. But
Yeah, Cougars seem to have found their legs here early in the second half, taking the ball down their first offensive series for that score. Spencer to Williams, and 27-yarder puts them up with the extra point, 15-10 now. And, boy, they made the most of deferring for that kickoff right there. West Catholic, really, you get a defensive stop there, you negate that choice, and they were unsuccessful. But the Cougars have found some things. They're moving the ball, and the West Catholic's got to get their offensive mojo. They really haven't done a whole lot, since really midway through the third.
Yeah. Well, I tell you,
they even had the ball.
West Catholic controlled the whole first half to the last 2.5 minutes.
Right.
Catholic Central scores on their last possession in the first half, the first possession here in the second half. So back-to-back touchdowns, back-to-back scores from Odin Spencer to Jamie Williams. If he's not an all-state receiver, I don't know who is.
I don't know.
He's had some amazing games this year.
He really has.
Where he's gone for nearly 200 yards. Here goes the kick by Nielsen. End-over-end kick on the near side. Going to let it go. It goes out of bounds. So West Catholic will have good field position as they start for their first time here in the second half. At the 9-10 mark, they trail for the first time, 15-10.
Hey, since 1965, West End Body's been serving Grand Rapids when those days happened, and they do happen. So if you've had a mishap with your vehicle, call Gavin to get everything fixed up. Working with all insurance companies, West End Body's your single source for collision repair, and they're located at 1693 Leonard Northwest. And Fox Pool is located on Alpine Avenue between 7 and 8 Mile Roads. Fox Pool is West Michigan's best source for both in-ground and above-ground pools, featuring a full-service showroom with chemicals, supplies, and accessories. Fox Pools does it right.
This is where you got to dig deep if you're the West Catholic offense. Full backfield for West. Olszewski goes in motion out of the backfield, hand off to Brittenfeld. He'll get stuffed right away. We felt that momentum shift, and it's still with Catholic Central. That team is fired up. West Catholic not so much. A loss of 2 on the play for Brittenfeld. 2nd and 12 for the Falcons.
Possible couple yards on the play.
And they got to do something to get the ball rolling here. Boy, and they look kind of lethargic, Joe.
A little bit. Momentum will do that to you. Colin Hunter comes out of the game. Record comes in the slot. 2
left, 2 right for West. Augustin, pitch on the near side to Brittenfeld. Still on his feet over the 40 to the 43. Not enough for a first. It's going to be short by about 2 yards with that quick pitch here on the near side.
Yeah, gain of about 10 on the play. Jander Noah on the tackle. I like that pitch play.
Yeah, as long as you don't drop it on the ground.
Well, that's a panic pitch. Yeah, so it's very nice blocking as well for the Falcons.
That was a beautiful pitch there. 2nd down and 2. Hand up the middle of Brittenfeld, and he just powers his way to his first down. Joe, he got hit about a yard before the first down line to gain, and he just plowed over the Catholic Central defender.
Yeah, you saw a blue helmet just go straight back with that hit. It was a punishing hit. Number 22 is the one who took the abuse there. That's Angelo Loria. And now a real hurry up here for West.
Here goes Augustin. He's going deep. He's got a receiver there. He overthrew everybody by 7 yards as he was looking for Zagunis on the far side of the field all the way down to the 20-yard line.
He did have some pressure coming from the near side.
Augustin's got an arm.
He's got an arm.
I mean,
he'll lead a guy.
Everybody.
Yeah, he's not a back shoulder pass guy. He'll lead the receiver.
I like that play. It's just need to leave it up there again, like a la Jamison Williams when you have that kind of size advantage with Zagunis out there on the smaller defensive back of the Cougars. Brittenfeld gets it. He runs it. Now, that was interesting.
Brought down by 79, Andrew.
Pick up a 4 on the play. I'm sorry, I thought that was third. That was 2nd down. So 3rd down and 6. Ball will be just short of midfield at the 49. Falcons going left to right in their green uniforms, white helmets, that white stripe down the side of their uniforms. Brittenfeld will go off to the right of Augustin. Shotgun formation. Augustin gets it. Step up to Brittenfeld. He gets hit right away. No way he can hold on to that, Joe. Huge hit by number 22.
That's Angelo Loria. Yeah. And Loria's now he took the brunt of that.
It's 2 back-to-back hits on Brittenfeld that he took.
Yeah, he's gasping for breath here, and I thought Brittenfeld took the brunt of that collision, but Loria's down on the field here at the 45-yard line, and both teams are gonna hit the numbers here for a second. Yeah, Tom.
Too early for a 4th and 6. Dan Campbell 4th down trickery?
No.
Not too early.
No, it's not too early.
All right,
Wouldn't do it late. I'd do it a little earlier.
I'll call it now. Well, we hope Loria is okay here. We got a great one here on the west side of Grand Rapids. Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack as the West Catholic Falcons trail the Catholic Central Cougars 15-10 as Loria gets up and runs off the field. So we're glad to see that. That kid just got the wind knocked out of him.
Let's get some more shout-outs here. All the way from the Salton Sea in California's Jim Kelzer. And if anybody has flown over into San Diego, you can't miss the Salton Sea. It's the color is crazy, and there's a story behind it. It looks out of this world, really.
Cal Peterson,
hey Kels,
punt formation. He's at the 35. So big hold for Catholic Central. The momentum is still there. So here goes Peterson. He rolls right, and he will punt it. So hits at the 12, takes a West Catholic bounce inside the 5, and it's going to be gone down at the 2. Nice coverage by West Catholic, and Catholic Central have 98 yards to go.
That's fantastic, Cal Peterson. That was an end over end. It was a end over end kick. It almost looked like it would, 50-50 whether it was going to go forwards or backwards. And headed towards the end zone and wisely downed at the 2 by the Falcons, and that's where Catholic Central is going to get started. 98 yards to pay dirt. Hey, Rick Koloska's out there. He says hello from Dallas.
Oh, hey, Rick.
So Army must be playing somebody in Dallas. I don't know who Army plays.
SMU?
You know what? I'm not sure. Steve Vachon's listening.
University of Dallas?
Steve, just love you, buddy. Oh, my gosh.
Here goes Catholic Central quarterback sneak. They want to get a little room. Just a pickup of a yard and a half or so. They're playing North Texas. Army's playing North Texas. I was just down in Dallas this fall. I should say this summer. Second down and 9 for the Cougars.
Rick and Judy Zane, they're listening. They say it's fantastic. Filling up their Fridays with football, and they telegraph scores to Northern Virginia and to Matt Zane, who's over at Perrin. And we appreciate that. And yeah, good friend of my son Riley's.
Nice.
Matt. So.
Two right, one left. Schwieters is on Williams here on the near side. Fake handoff. Spencer's going to go. He's got a receiver there.
Oh, he was inside the tackles. He threw it to nobody. There was no receiver in the area, but we don't have a flag.
Well, Jamison Williams was there. He cut inside, and Spencer threw it to the outside. So vicinity is where you need to be. So I can see that. Just not in the right spot. Third down and 9, balls at the 3. Huge third down play for West because Catholic Central would have to kick from their own end zone. So Falcons need a stop here. 2 right, 1 left. Spencer in shotgun formation. Hilliard off to his right. Going to hand it off to Hilliard over the left side, or right side, I mean. And he's going to push forward. Going to pick up about 4 on the play. But that'll bring up 4th down. And does the Cougars dare to go for it on 4th and 4?
No, not here.
Inside their own 10. You would doubt it. But when you've got your punter or your quarterback who's also your punter, you can do anything. As we found out from
Carson Viss and the boys, yeah.
Here goes shotgun formation. Here goes the kick.
Ooh, high short kick.
Get out of the way, West Catholic.
Great field position now from West Catholic. Ball's going to be at the Cougar 35-yard line, and I think that's something that West Catholic needed was a short field here.
Yes.
And that's going to fire you up a little bit. Hey, Steve Project is going to have Buck Gino on his sports show tomorrow because his son, Scott, is getting married tomorrow. I'll be there. It'll be fun. So
nice.
I was going to say, Steve, if you're doing the show tomorrow, no. Okay. Yes. I'll do it for you.
Tell Scott congratulations.
I will do that. So Sports Project Radio Show, Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. till noon on the Jethro.
Full backfield for West. Hand off to Brittenfeld over the left side. Finds a seam there. Still on his feet inside the 30. Powers his way all the way to the 28. Nice hard run by Brittenfeld. Didn't look like he had much. Picked up 6 yards after the contact.
No, he's just a beast, you know. Kid doesn't want to go down like we've been saying all year. And a great run, picking up 7.
So Gustin, shotgun, going to hand off to Brittenfeld over the right side this time. And again, he's going to move that line forward. It's almost like a rugby scrum, Joe. It's a first down for West.
Oh, he's a tough kid, man. Colin Abram out, record into the game at the receiver position. West Catholic on a hurry up.
Here goes record in motion right to left. Jet sweep, he'll get it. He'll try to break contained as he get over the edge. He does, and then he'll get tossed out of bounds. Probably a pickup of about 6 on the play. Nice run by record. And only a guy with that speed can get to the edge like that.
Chris Nemmer's out there listening. He loves the cowbell, he says, from the old days. And Connor's living down in Dallas.
2nd and 3. Ball is going to be at the 19, or I'm sorry, at the 16. Hand off again to Brittenfeld. He'll dance his way inside the 15 to the 13. And that will be a West Catholic first down. Now they can pick up a first down again.
Yes.
At the 3. So this is, you like to be in this situation if you're West. I always love it when you get a first down inside the 5, if you can. 2 right, 2 left for West. Augustin shotgun. He's going to look over to his right-hand side. He's got Zagunis there in the end zone. Touchdown West! Jack Zagunis with a 13-yard touchdown catch.
Custom caulking touchdown. Grady Augustin to Jack Zagunis. Corner of the end zone. 13-yarder. And West Catholic regains the lead.
He threw that ball early, Joe. You see that? He just threw it early. Catholic Central guy had no idea. He had his back to the pass, didn't know it was coming, and Zagunis kind of lulled him to sleep, but then broke away and got it. So West is going to go for 2 here. Shotgun formation, and roll out to the right and into the end zone.
Connor Olszewski, a little bit of fakery.
Olszewski to Max Wildman, and the 2-point conversion's good. And that'll make your score 18-15. West Catholic takes the lead again over the Cougars.
Did Connor Olszewski take that direct snap and he rolled to the near side? I couldn't tell. Kind of focusing on the play, but then he hit Max Wildman in the end zone. The tight end comes up big. And now West Catholic 18-15 at the 3:55 mark in the 3rd. West Catholic regaining the lead in this Division 5 district final. Tom?
Did you feel that?
A little bit of yes.
A little bit of
the momentum shifted over here. Everything started leaning back to the home side of the field.
And it started with that defensive stance, right? The kick by Cal Peterson, get down to the 2, and then the defensive stance. And that was the momentum shift.
Brittenfeld doing work tonight, putting the team on his back. And here's a shorter kick taken at the 18-yard line and wrapped up and brought down at the 25-yard line. And that was number 5. That was Noah Gillespie with the tackle. Boy, he just wrapped him up, slung him down. So here come the Cougars. West Catholic defense fired up here. I want to get the Cougars into another 3 and out here.
Here goes Spencer. He's going to drop back to pass, steps up in the pocket, got a receiver there at the 28. Stiff arm up to the 30 to the 33, and sliding into second base for a first down is number 9. That's Hilliard coming out of the backfield. So nice pickup of 8 on the play.
Yeah, found a little seam right there behind the linebacking core, and a nice delivery, soft delivery by Spencer, and a pickup of 8. So a 2nd and 2 now for the Cougars.
Hilliard off to the right of Spencer again. He'll get the ball. He'll start up the middle. Now he'll down to the right, and he's got a big hole there. He's up to the 40-yard line. Connor Olszewski will push him back. But he's got a first down for the Cougars.
We got a flag coming in late. So after the whistle, we see a flag coming in. Let's see what this is all about.
Well, Olszewski didn't. He kind of let go of him, and then the other Cougars the other Falcons kind of came in to tackle.
Well, he came in, wrapped him up, swung him around, but it looked like he broke loose and started running down the field again. Hadn't heard a whistle. So they're pointing towards West Catholic. Here's the call.
Yeah, they're going to get him for a late hit.
Personal foul, illegal helmet contact on a defenseless play. First down.
First time we've heard that this year.
Indeed. And that's a 15-yarder.
It is, so that's going to push the ball all the way into West Catholic territory. It'll take it from the 40 all the way down to the 45 of the Falcons. So some huge penalties on the Falcons. Catholic Central's in great field position again. Empty backfield, 2 right, 2 left for the Cougars. Quarterback draw and getting tackled at the line of scrimmage. That's Colin Hunter again, Joe.
Yeah, Colin Hunter and Hunter Price combining in on that tackle. Colin Hunter shot right in.
Is that,
and they're starting to telegraph that design quarterback run.
I kind of like that. Hunter squared.
Hunter squared.
Colin Hunter and Hunter Price. Let's do that again.
There you go. So no gain on the play is going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Ball's at the 45-yard line. Cougars looking for that play coming in from Todd Colster. Another quick quarter. We're already at the 2:40 mark here in the 3rd.
Empty backfield for Spencer and shotgun. He'll lean in. Quarterback draw. He's got a lot of room to run up the middle. And here comes a flag. Whoa, then here comes a late hit by Catholic Central too.
So flag to the near side, right on the side by the side judge.
Ball's at the 39. Did they pick it up?
Sideline warning. West Catholic.
Oh, a sideline warning. Oh, my.
Yeah, here we go.
So ball's at the 39. West Catholic, Gabe Schweeters got thrown to the ground late there. No flag there, but a sideline warning. 3rd down and 4 for the Cougars. Olszewski trying to pump up the crowd here. Here goes Spencer. Hilliard off to his right. He's going to follow that lead over the right side, try to break contain. He'll get tackled short of a first down, inbounds. Clock keeps running, but it's 4th down and 2. I would expect Catholic Central to go for it.
Here's a situation where they may go for it.
We're just inside 2 minutes now here in the 3rd. 18-15 is your score. West Catholic over Catholic Central. Here goes the tush push with Spencer. He'll go over the right side, and does he get there? Depends where they mark it. Left foot or right foot, Joe?
Boy, they're running up right on the line.
Colster is barking over there on the side for Catholic Central. I don't know if he got there.
The side judges are coming in, and it's a
4th
foot
down
short at
play.
least.
I think it is. It is. It is. He needed to get inside the 35, didn't quite get to the 35. Turnover on downs. That's a huge play for the Falcon defense.
Yeah, it's big momentum shift, and we had heard about this tush push, and sure enough, Odin Spencer lined up, and he went against his right tackle, folled him in.
Guess who
West
else
Catholic
heard about
stood
the
him
tush
right
push?
up. Yeah, what's that?
So guess who else knew about the tush push?
Who else?
The whole entire
staff, West Catholic team,
and our statistician Steve Grooms, who let us know that actually.
He reviews a lot of film.
He does. He knows. Grady Augustin's going to be in shotgun. In motion goes for Cord. Hand up the middle of Brittenfeld, and he'll get it up over the 40.
Yeah, he's tiptoeing his way through some tight quarters there. Gets about 4 on the play.
And on the near side here is Zagunis. Again, he's got that height differential out on the defensive back for Catholic Central.
Yeah, if Catholic's going to take advantage of that with Jamie Williams, West Catholic's got to do it with Jack Zagunis.
Yeah, that's Dale Gant following. Hand up over the left side. Nowhere to go for Brittenfeld over the left side. Maybe a half yard on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4 at the 42. Going to have to get over the 45, almost to the 46 for the line to gain here as we're inside a minute. Falcons lead the Cougars 18-15.
And this is going to go to Connor Olszewski. Oh boy, he's gonna be a half a yard short, Tom. Follow the pile. And Olszewski's he's down on the field here for a second.
Oh geez.
Yeah. So let's see, we got an official timeout, and while we do,
this is a big decision for Landon Grove. You might need the extra time to make a decision here on the 4th and just over a yard.
Let's take a look at some scores from around the area here. Pontiac Notre Dame Prep up on Corunna at the half, 56-0. They are the class of Division 5. Make no mistake, people.
56. Aren't we in the district final in the playoffs?
Exactly.
But you know what, Joe? You know, I know you want to get to some more scores, but I do think that speaks to, you know, the need, right, for them to mix this up, you know, a little bit.
Yep.
Get outside the regional brackets. Anyways,
Olszewski's coming off the field. He's got a little bit of a limp and getting applause from the fans here. South Christian 21, Unity Christian 22. They're getting into the 3rd quarter. Mona Shores trailing Byron Center 23-16 there in the 3rd. And let's get back to the action here at Falcon Stadium.
4th down. It looks like West is going to go for it. Going deep is Brittenfeld. Brittenfeld's really deep here on a 4th and 2. Is he going to get shot out of a cannon? He is, and he's not going to get there. He's going to be short. So 2 defensive stances. Everybody knew Brittenfeld was getting it.
Yep.
And so turnover on downs, and Catholic Central will get great field position here as there's only 13 seconds left in the 3rd. They're up 18-15.
More scores, Portland 30, Hastings 14 there in the 4th. Frankenmuth 27, Belding 6 there in the 4th. Granville 10, Hudsonville 12, big battle there. They're in the 4th. Reed City 27, Standish Sterling 26 late in the 3rd. And Zeeland West 42, St. Joe nothing.
Here goes a run over the left side. Pickup of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 for the Cougars. Colin Hunter in on the stop. So no free. We had a couple chats on the YouTube channel, Joe, asking if there was a free stream, and there's not a free stream. It is MHSAA owns the rights. So unfortunately, we'd love to bring you the video like we do with other home games, but we're not allowed to this game. Just
number
audio.
Of people paid the $11, turned the volume down on the TV set, and they're listening to us.
Yeah, you can do that.
You can do that. We appreciate that. Hey, any way you want to see the game, it's all about the kids and all about the football. And we've got a great one going here right now as we enter the 4th quarter. West Catholic 18 and Catholic Central 15 as we enter the 4th quarter. And Custom Caulking is your contractor's choice for quality waterproofing, crack sealing in West Michigan and beyond. Both residential and commercial custom caulking should be your only call. On-the-spot color blending and friendly service is what to expect from Custom Caulking, and the Norder family proudly supports West Catholic football and all Falcon athletic programs. Fox Pools, they're located on Alpine Avenue between 7 and 8 Mile Roads. Fox Pools, the West Michigan's best source for both in-ground and above-ground pools, featuring a full-service showroom with chemical supplies and accessories, offering annual closing and opening services as well as repairs and installation. Fox Pools does it right. And the new Frank's Market, located at 1020 West Fulton in Grand Rapids, featuring the area's best fresh and smoked kielbasa, awesome steaks, succulent roast, hot shots, deli meats, and more. Since 1933, Frank's Market's the only choice.
Here goes Catholic Central, and Hilliard's going to get it down to the 40.
It's going to be a gain of about 2 for Hilliard.
As we start the fourth quarter, West Catholic up 18-15.
Big third down here for the Falcons. 3rd and 5. Let's get that West Catholic defense going here. Crowd gets on their feet, cheering them on as the Cougars look to the sideline to get a play from their coach, Todd Colster.
Spencer, shotgun formation. Hilliard off to his right on this big 3rd down play. Going to hand it off to Hilliard over the left side. Cuts it back in. Nowhere going. Nice job by Trace Tanis and company.
Maybe a yard. And we've got an injured Cougar on the field. That's going to be an official's timeout. I can't see what number that is. Eggs, you got that?
Official's timeout on the field.
Padgett Business Services, your small business experts for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and payroll. Don't have your tax prep and accounting be a coin toss. Leave it to Padgett Business Services to get it right. Falcon fans, visit Padgett online at pbsgr.com. That's pbsgr.com. Thanks to Mark Davey and his great staff at Padgett. They're located on Lake Michigan Drive, right next to Mr. Berger. And Epic Realty is a national leader in real estate, and Melissa Homewood is your local expert when it comes to buying or selling your home in West Michigan. Melissa can orchestrate market watches, property searches, and home value assessments to make your buying or selling process as thorough as it can be. You can find Realtor Melissa Homewood on the web at melissahomewood.com. Melissa Homewood and Epic Realty, your real estate done right. And Dubin Attorneys at Law with law offices in the Amway Grand Plaza Hotel. The Dubas specialize in business transactions, mergers, acquisitions, real estate, and estate planning. A true West Catholic family of students, coaches, boosters, and volunteers. Let Chris and Don Duba help you with all your legal needs. Dubin Attorneys at Law. Looks like the injured Cougar was number 55, and that is Jack Agason, the junior, and he's being helped off. We hope the best for him. And now it's still 4th down for the Cougars.
Been a little bit more of a defensive battle than maybe I would have thought, even though we know Catholic Central's been playing well defensively, and so is West Catholic.
Right.
But two explosive offenses. But what do they say?
What do they say, Tom?
Defense wins championships.
Defense wins championships.
You heard that one before?
I have.
Empty backfield on 4th down. Ball's at the 39 of West Catholic. Here we go. Rolling right. Spencer's got a receiver there, and it's a 1st down. Kamal Hilliard. Dalton Hilliard. Boy, he used to play for LSU and New Orleans Saints in the NFL. As he's got a 1st down to the 29. So he picks up 10 on the play, needed 4. 1st down, Cougars, huge screen play set up.
Yeah, and it's funny, the West Catholic defense, it was like, we're getting in here too early, and they kind of hit the brakes and started to back up, but the pass had already been completed to Hilliard, and he got enough for the first down.
When Spencer takes more steps back, he's setting that up as he hands it off to Hilliard over the left side. Picks up about 5 on the play, 2nd down and 5. But you know what I mean? When Spencer gets it, and when he goes back about 4 or 5 yards instead of maybe just a yard or 2, he's setting up that screen.
Kind of setting up that screen, getting himself some space. Anticipating the rush, right?
Yes, 9:46 left here in the 4th. We got a great one here. West Catholic Falcons 18, the Catholic Central Cougars 15, and Spencer's in shotgun. Going to hand it off to Hilliard over the left side. He'll get hit behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, that's going to be a loss of 2, Tom.
That's number 40, Joel Jujem, the sophomore linebacker. Leading tackler last week with 10 tackles for West.
Doing his job tonight. Big third down again.
Well, they're in 4-down territory.
They are.
I don't think they're going to kick a 40-some-yard field goal. Hilliard's going to be spaced out to the right. Or Spencer's get it. He's going to set up the screen again. No, he does. And in and out of the hands of Hilliard. He was at the 21. He wouldn't have had a first. Well, he might have had a first if he would have caught it and went for a first down. Now it's 4th down and 7.
Yeah, big pressure there brought by Hunter Price. And that ball was just a little bit high, a little bit too high for Hilliard to grab. And it went off his fingers. That was almost a free ball.
Yeah.
But no Falcon was in the area.
Huge 4th down play at the 9:02 mark for Catholic Central. They trail 18-15, balls at the 25 of West.
Watch the hard count.
Trips right, 1 left, empty backfield for Spencer. Spencer's got it. He's stepping up in the pocket. Plenty of time, and he's got a receiver there. And
picked off!
Connor Olszewski.
Oh, they're calling it
incomplete.
They're calling it incomplete,
It
which is just fine. It doesn't matter. It brings the ball back to the line of scrimmage. It is Connor Olszewski coming up big, separating that ball from the receiver. And another, that's 3 4 and outs
What
here.
was that, Jamie Williams?
I think it was Jamie Williams, yeah. Ball was delivered low, and that's hard to catch for a 6'4 guy. So turnover on downs the last 3 series, Tom.
Now, I don't want to say this is the offensive possession of the season for West Catholic, but it feels like it.
It feels like it.
They're up by 3, 8 and change left. Augustin, shotgun, Brittenfeld, fake to him, slant play, caught. And that's
Zagunis.
That's Zagunis on the slant.
Boy, was that a quick play. I was watching Brittenfeld. Looks like it was going to be a handoff, and Grady stood up and drilled that pass into Zagunis, resulting in a first down. They got about 11 on the play.
So a slant from the right side to the left. Zagunis will come out on that. Looks like he's a little bit shaken up. Maybe blew a tire. See here, record goes in motion, left to right, gets a jet sweep, breaks a tackle, and gets about a 3-yard gain. He was hit behind the line of scrimmage, so nice job shaking off that first tackler, Joe.
Yeah,
nice
it was up high. It caught the shoulder pad, and that's not enough to bring Aaron Record down. Gain of 3 where we thought he had nothing.
2nd and 7, balls at the 41.
Looking for a sustained drive, right, Tom?
Yeah. I mean, you love to burn 6 minutes off and get a touchdown here,
right,
ideally. But, hey, you just got to keep moving the ball. Move the chains. Olszewski comes back in. He'll go in motion right to left. He'll go slot left. Brittenfeld will get it up the middle, tries to find a seam, nowhere going. Nice job of that interior line by Catholic Central. Going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Falcons, a pickup of only 1.
Brittenfeld showing nice patience there, waiting for that hole to open up. Never did.
Never did.
Yeah. Big third down here for the Falcons.
Huge 3rd down play.
Ball spotted at the 43-yard line. It's 3rd and 5.
Augustin looks over to the sideline, gets the play call from Landon Grove. I wouldn't be surprised. You got 1-on-1 in the near side with Jack Zagunis against Gant. Let's see what Augustin decides to do. We'll have Brittenfeld off to his left, trips right on the short side of the field.
Safeties aren't hedging. They were seeing this, but
timeout.
I think they ran out of time. They were slow. Boy, you hate to burn that timeout right now.
You do. On a really tight game like this, you might use it. But at the same time, if you convert this 3rd down play and score a touchdown, you can put it away, possibly. A lot of time on the clock.
Fall's the absolutely perfect time to create the beautiful landscape you've been wanting outside your home. And Shaner Avenue Nursery is the team you need to make this project a reality. Kristen Perez, a proud West Catholic parent, will meet and design the look you want to make your home the envy of the neighborhood. So contact Shaner Avenue Nursery and Kristen Perez at 616-293-7228 or check them out on the web at ShanerAvenueNursery.com. And if you need to repair or replace your roof, choose Moore & Sons Roofing. Moore & Sons, where you just don't get a great roof, you get a great roofing experience. The quality and craftsmanship they invest in every roof is second to none. So For all your roofing needs, choose Moore & Sons Roofing and Owens Corning Certified Contractor.
Brittenfeld got up over 100 yards. He ended the third quarter with 96 yards on 19 carries. West Catholic, big 3rd down and 5 here as Record goes in motion left to right. Augustin's got it. Under a lot of pressure, gets rid of it to Brittenfeld. And is he going to get to a first down? He's close.
Tight. Let's see where they're at.
I think he's short by a half a yard. Oh, he is. So ball's going to be placed at the 47. Are they going to go for it? They're going to go for it.
Push.
No, they're going to punt. They bring Cal Peterson out to punt on a 4th and 1. 6:33. The fans don't like it.
I don't know if I like it.
I don't like it at all. I'd go for it. I mean, I know that interior line's good, but I'm running that ball. Put it in your own hands. But Cal Peterson, he's going to punt. Ball's at the 32. Here comes the kick.
Low,
nice
driving
kick.
deep.
Fielded at the 17 and being tackled right away. And here's a flag on the play, so it might even back up Catholic Central more than the 17. I don't know, Joe. You got 4th and 1. Yes, you give up great field position, but you're taking control of your destiny.
Yeah, there's a lot of time. 6:04 left here. Landon Grove, we're not gonna question him. No,
I'm just saying what I would do, just because I don't coach for a living. Yeah. It's easier for me up here. There's a block in the back for the return team on Catholic Central. So I've been watching Dan Campbell too much, I think, Joe.
Angry and aggressive. So that's going to move the Cougars back inside the 10-yard line, putting them at the 9. So they've got a ways to go here. 6:04 on the clock. We got a burner here. Falcons 18, Cougars 15.
Spencer inside his own 10 at the 9. Hand off to Hilliard over the left side. Oh, he finds room to run. He'll get it all the way up to the 15. Gain of 6 on the play. 2nd and 4. Cougars need a little breathing room.
Yeah, they do. And you're going to see a lot of Hilliard, and I think you're going to see a lot of Spencer
and you're
running
see a lot
the ball
of Jamie
here.
Williams when they need it.
Yeah, Jamie Williams only when they need it. They want to burn clock here, get themselves down the field.
2nd down and 4. Hilliard will be off to the right of Spencer. Shotgun. Hand off to Hilliard over the left side. He gets strung out on the far side of the field. He'll lose a couple on the play. And that's Jujem, the linebacker with the hit. The sophomore, he came to play, baby.
Playing with no regard for self. We saw him diving after the ball carrier. No gain on the play.
3rd down. That was a generous mark, probably.
Yeah, it was. I think they gave him 1.
3rd and 5. Ball's at Catholic Central's own 14. We're inside 5 minutes. West Catholic's up 18-15. Empty backfield for the Cougars. Here goes Spencer. Steps up in the pocket all day to throw, and he throws it to Williams.
Oh boy, I don't know.
Who catches it, and at the 31, he's got a 1st down.
Yeah, he had to dive for that ball a little bit. It was delivered pretty low, but a great catch by Williams. You could have made an argument that he trapped it, but
that's a huge pickup on 3rd down because 4th down, that would have, would they have went for it? I don't know at the 4 minutes and stuff, but we'll never know. Here goes Spencer. Hand off again to Hilliard over the left side. He'll pick up 3 on the play. They love that play. They've been using it a lot.
Brought down by Jacob Duso along with Colin Hunter.
Well, I'm just going to say right now that Odin Spencer is playing way above his ski tips right now.
Right.
No appearance of a freshman quarterback here.
2nd and 6 for the Cougars. Hilliard again over the left side.
Nothing
and he
doing.
Gets tackled, yeah.
Nothing
Gets back
doing.
to the line of scrimmage. And he'll bring up another big 3rd and 6 play. Falcons have got to find a way to stop Jamie Williams.
Well, I'd love to know what the conversions are on third down for the Cougars.
Yeah, they've been
good.
impressive
on it. Yeah.
Tripp's right. They got to find some pressure on Spencer. They have been kind of back. Empty, set. Spencer gets it, drops, steps up the pocket. There's the pressure. It almost gets interception.
Nearly intercepted by Jujim.
Oh, did he take a hit? That's Colin Hunter. And like I said, he needs some pressure. He got the pressure.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a stunt blitz, and here came Colin Hunter and hit him hard.
You're at 3:12, and Catholic Central is going to go for it. They're not indicating punt at all. They trail by 3. They've got all 3 timeouts. But remember, the quarterback's the punter too, so we'll see what happens. But West Catholic will not send anybody back. Empty backfield for Catholic Central. They go for it on this 4th down, and here goes the kick. So nice kick, hits at the 30, and goes all the way inside the 20 to the 19.
And we're at 3 minutes on the dot in the 4th quarter.
Joe, I know.
How do you do that? I mean,
how do you do that? I don't know.
I don't know.
But listen.
Yeah.
I said it last possession. That was the offensive possession of the year for West Catholic. I was 1 possession early.
You were.
It is now. Now it is for West Catholic. At the 3-minute mark, you lead 18-15. If you go down and score a touchdown, you can cement this away, but Catholic Central's not going to make it easy. Shotgun formation. Slot left goes Max Wildman. Hand off to Brittenfeld up the middle. He finds a seam, and he's up over the 25 to the 26. Oh, he's one
so
guy
close.
away from breaking it.
Wow.
Brought down by Braden Sweeney along with 13.
I love it. Listening, this dub was number 4 down.
Hey, give us a shout out, 616-262-9270, as Catholic Central, I believe, took their first time out. Is that correct, Joe?
It is.
It's got to be.
Jerry's listening. Mixed marriage home. Jerry from WC, Larry from CC. 3 kids all went to West, so it seems to balance it out.
Not Jerry Resort.
Jerry Resort, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Joe, nobody's left.
No.
Nobody's left.
Chris Number says, great game. Thanks for all the time you guys put in the broadcast. It means a lot to a lot of people, and really thank you, Chris. Great friend. So this is big for West Catholic. 2:51 to go in the ball game.
I see a sign out.
2nd and 3.
With Jill Hemis is holding the sign. This dub for number 14, Dom Fisher. We know you're out there listening, and hope the Falcons can bring you a win here, buddy. Here's Augustin, shotgun, handed off to Brittenfeld, and he fights his way. And he's going to be short of a first down by a yard.
A foot. Yeah. He fell forward through the pile.
Big 3rd down play. Who's going to get the ball, Joe? On a 3rd and 1. 2:36. Falcons clinging to an 18-15 lead here in the 4th.
Olszewski.
Now we're inside 2:30. West Catholic's no hurry to.
Nice to see Jack Zagunis back out. He wasn't out there on the last defensive series.
Interesting to hear Cougars elected not to call a timeout here on the 3rd down. They're going to see if West picks up this first down. They want to keep 2 timeouts here. Here's Augustin, shotgun, handoff to Brittenfeld again, and he's got a first down.
Huge push.
That's a tush push and more.
Charlie's, that was all 75.
That's about 300 pounds of tush
big
push.
Charlie Stupker. And a timeout is now called.
So West Catholic converts on a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1 play. It is now 1st and 10. We're at the 2:04 mark. Boy.
Cougars down to 1 timeout. Falcons still have 2.
I would doubt they're going to use them, Joe.
West Catholic, West Catholic leading by 3, 18-15. A battle.
Hey,
like we thought.
If you're out there listening, we see the numbers going up on YouTube. Send them the YouTube link. Get them here to listen. This is a doozy. 18-15 is your score. 2:04 left. This isn't over. This is a great game on the west side of Grand Rapids. Glad you're listening to us tonight. Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack of the West Catholic YouTube channel. We'll be back here again next week if the Falcons can pull this off. 1st and 10. Brittenfeld was just told by Landon Grove, keep both arms around the ball. Augustin, shotgun formation. In slot goes Max Wildman with Olszewski behind him. 2 backs. Here goes Brittenfeld over the far side trying to break the edge. I kind of like that too, right? Take a little more time off the clock.
Yep.
So he comes here near the near side, picks up 2 on the play. We'll call it maybe, 2. 2nd down and 8 for West.
Inside of 2 minutes, clock is ticking. Cougars with only 1 timeout.
They're going to wait and see what happens here. We're at the 1:36 mark. Clock keeps ticking. 19 seconds left on the play clock. Kind of like with the new scoreboard, Joe, because you can see that play clock. It's got 12 seconds left. We're at the 1:27, so he doesn't have to snap it to about the 1:15 mark. Here goes Augustin. Finally snaps it. Hand off to Brittenfeld again. Hey, you're going to live and die with your senior running back.
Yep.
As Catholic Central tries to rip it out of his hands. Guess what? David Brittenfeld's been practicing that all year. Keeps both arms around it. Catholic Central takes their last timeout. We're at the 1:13 mark now.
Yeah.
3rd and 5.
Yeah.
This is kind of huge.
This is kind of huge.
I mean, they don't have a timeout.
No.
Do you try to run the edge, burn a couple more seconds? Every second counts.
Every second counts. I like that. I would like this pitch.
I don't like the pitch.
You don't like the pitch?
I hate
you don't
the
like
pitch.
You don't want the ball in the air.
I don't want the ball in the air.
Okay.
I do not want, especially on a pitch.
I do like the idea of rolling it out. How about a nice little jet sweep?
Yes.
I'd like a jet sweep.
I like it.
Connor Olszewski, actually, Aaron Record, perfect for that.
Yes.
Burns a little clock, gets you to the outside, stay in bounds. And then once you're down, that clock starts ticking, and you've got Cal Peterson, if you don't get the first down, to flip the field.
Yeah, and I'm okay with a Connor Olszewski. Of course, he's not in there. Or no, I don't see him. So here goes Augustin. He's going to hand it off to Brittenfeld, just to straight up the middle. Boy, nothing fancy there, Joe, as the ball goes flipping out after the whistle goes down. So now it's 4th down. Clock is at 59 seconds. They have to snap it. Let's see, it's at 31 seconds, 30 seconds, so 24 seconds. I think
Landon will take a timeout.
Sure he mark, will. I'm sure he will.
Sure
He'll
he
let
will.
the clock go down.
Yep.
4th and 5.
Gosh. I don't know if my heart could take it because, Joe, I was at that Michigan State-Michigan game many years ago. Did not like that.
Thank you. Sign, please.
And there's the timeout called by Landon Grove as it counts down to 24 seconds down left in the game. Of course, West Catholic leading by 3. It's a 4th and 5, and they're going to trot Cal Peterson out, and Cal's going to do.
They're going to hand it off to David Britton.
They are not going to hand it off.
I'm kidding.
He's going to flip this field as Cal Peterson's going to do a real nice job. This is, good to see him back from, he had a shoulder injury, and.
Yeah, we're at the 24-second mark.
How about a Landon Smith field goal?
From 72? Sure.
You
got to roll him out to the right, Cal Peterson, and then don't give him a chance to return it. You got to kick it towards the sidelines. Use the sidelines to help you. Let's see who Catholic Central sends back there. They're going to send Gant back. He's a speedster. Dale Gant Jr. Jill signed out. Here goes Cal Peterson. Here comes the snap. Good snap. Here goes the kick. And it's blocked! It is blocked and Catholic Central has it at the 13. At 16 seconds left.
Oh, baby. That one's tough. Ball got all the way down. to the 11, 12-yard line.
Catholic Central has no timeouts left. I hope nobody left because this is an amazing final here. 13 seconds left.
You know this is going to be a pass.
Jill, put the sign up. Thank you. Empty backfield for Spencer. Let's see what the Cougars do. They have the ball here. They go to the far sideline. And
out of bounds.
Has it. Touchdown. Touchdown, Williams. Our defensive back slipped on the play, Joe, and Williams with a touchdown in Catholic Central.
Boy, he must have gotten a foot down because his rear end landed out of bounds. He must have gotten a foot down. Went up for the ball and just shock as the Cougars take a 21-18 lead, 9 seconds left on the clock. And the extra point is blocked.
So West Catholic could get a field goal. There's only 9 seconds left. So a field goal could tie it. Stranger things have happened, but 9 seconds on the clock. Boy, you know, on that punt, Joe, he didn't roll to the right. He just straight kicked it and was not really blocked. I mean, he came in kind of untouched.
He did. Right off the edge.
And West Catholic was 1 first down short, just like last year. 1 first down short. Let's see what happens here with 9 seconds left.
So you know this is going to be a squib kick.
Boy,
is this a Cal band play?
Yeah, I'm almost surprised. Well, no, I'm not even going to. It was a good snap, really good snap on the punt. Just a great play.
Just
by
a great
Catholic
play
Central.
by Cal. Yeah, he came right in and made the block, and actually
you know
Cal Peterson saved, that touchdown.
Is that first or second block punt of the year maybe for West? Maybe. Yeah, I guess they've had a couple.
Yeah.
So here goes Nielsen. 9 seconds left. I'm sure this is going to be a squib kick. And I wouldn't think it's going to go that deep either. Now here comes the squib. It's going to get fielded there at the 31 and just down. Or at the 21, sorry. So 9 seconds left.
1 yard line.
You need a miracle. You got to go to Zagunis deep. And guess what? If I'm Catholic Central, they're going to have 3 people on Zagunis.
Yep.
I've got to imagine. Yeah, look at Jamie Williams is over on Zagunis.
Yeah,
Todd Colster has been around. And you'll have a safety shading over here too.
Oh boy, yeah.
2, 4, 6, 7 defensive backs, 3 rushing linemen.
Catholic Central gets the ball down at the 12-yard line, and a Jamie Williams touchdown reception. Oh, man.
That kid just does it all.
He
hasn't missed anything tonight.
No.
He's gone up and had some tough catches, and, you hate to see it end this way for West. I mean, they really have outplayed Catholic Central tonight. And
look at
7 defensive backs for Catholic Central. Empty backfield for Zagunis or for Augustin. Here goes the last play. Under pressure, throwing it deep and throwing it out of bounds, and that's the end of the ball game. Catholic Central escapes victorious. Final play, 21-18 is your final.
Boy, just a tough one. Just absolute shock here at Falcon Stadium. West Catholic, 24 seconds really away from victory. And a blocked punt absolutely turned the tides tonight.
And it wasn't not only just the blocked punt, the blocked punt down to the 16-yard line. just great field position, right?
Yeah.
So you get a block punt at midfield, it's a little bit different, but when you're, then they're one pass away to Jamie Williams, and give this freshman quarterback, Spencer, all the credit in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, what a fantastic freshman. He's going to have an amazing career. At the end of the day, you hate to lose a game like this, but if you're the West Catholic Falcons, you got to hold your head high. I mean, you've had a great season. This was a great football game, another epic battle against the Cougars. And last year it was a 2-point game. This year it's a 3-point game. And Todd Colster is 101-7 the last 8 years, and you see why.
Yeah, you do. So West Catholic will end their season here in the district final. And Catholic Central go on and likely play Kalamazoo United. We'll take a look at some of those scores here. But
we're going to bring you back into the booth.
Really, Catholic Central did their scoring, with seconds left on the clock, both in the first half and the second half here, and it's just real tough.
Great game by David Brittenfeld. He had 118 yards rushing on the night to lead all rushers for the game. And if you look at yards, Joe, 297 yards for the Falcons, 254 for Catholic Central. First downs, they had 15. Catholic Central only 13. So, I mean, overall, great, but just not enough. Just some mistakes, 15-yard penalties.
Yeah. It all plays in, doesn't it?
It all kind of plays in. And again, it's Catholic Central as they accept the championship trophy out there on the field. And look at the sportsmanship by the West Catholic team as they watch Catholic Central victorious. And they'll continue on, play the winner of the Kalamazoo United game against Berrien Springs. Again, for rushing, Aaron McCord had 4 carries for 34 yards. Connor Olszewski, 4 carries for 29. Grady Augustin, a carry for 5. Passing, Augustin, 11 for 17. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Right.
So that's what you want out of your sophomore or your junior quarterback is don't make any mistakes. He didn't make any mistakes tonight. Jack Zagunis had 5 receptions for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns. Brittenfeld caught 3 out of the backfield for 12. Aaron McCord 2 for 6. And Connor Olszewski 1 for 12. So overall, handed to that Catholic Central defense, I mean, they played extremely well. They even though Brittenfeld had 118 yards, it was 4.5 carries, not his 6.6 that he came in averaging.
Correct. It's just tough. I'm watching the field here, Tom, and it's a bitter pill.
It's a very bitter pill.
Yeah, it's a very bitter pill right now, and the team's lining up to talk with Coach Grove here, and tough way to end the season against your rival.
Well, and especially back-to-back years,
yeah.
Right? I mean, you do it last year. Catholic Central goes on and wins the state championship. You think you've got a great chance at this game, the way your team's been battle-tested throughout the year, but Catholic Central pulls it off. Odin Spencer, the freshman quarterback, we're going to see him for 3 more years. 11 rushing attempts for 44 yards. Hilliard, 19 attempts for 51 yards. I thought West Catholic did an amazing job handling that speedster.
Agreed.
I mean, only less than 3 yards per carry at 2.7. You can't ask anything else out of your linebackers and your front 4 for West.
Not at all. I would, if I were to award a player of the game, it would be Odin Spencer tonight.
Yeah, I would too. For a freshman to come in this environment.
Yeah, hostile environment, big game on the line, and the kid performed, well above his year.
Right.
And to pull out just a shocking victory here tonight, very tough. But he played, and he's the one won the ball game here for the Cougars.
13 for 20 for 163 touchdowns for Spencer. Jameson Williams, 6 catches for 95. He had 3 touchdowns on the night. Just unstoppable. All-state wide receiver. I'm going to name him All-state. All-state has not been put out yet, but he's going to get there. Rafe Goosen, 2 catches for 31 yards. Hilliard caught 3 out of the backfield for 29. A couple of those really key third down plays like third and 6 and so where they've gone for that screen pass and gotten that first down. I think even once on a fourth down play. So nice job by him. Natty just 1 catch for 1 yard. So that's it. In terms of scoring in the first half, it was 7-0 West Catholic in the first quarter. Jack Zagunis got on the board first for West Catholic, 33-yard from Grady Augustin with the Landon Smith kick. They went down and scored a field goal, made it 10-0. And then West Catholic was in control until about 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Catholic Central held at midfield.
Yes. That
caused West Catholic to punt. Great punt, but it got down to the 20-yard line because the Catholic Central guy hit his hand at the 3-yard line, went into the end zone.
Correct.
By rule, out to the 20.
Yep.
80-yard possession for Catholic Central. And then the 2-point conversion on a fire drill.
And it was rapid too. It was a it was a 2-minute drill, and they went right down the field. Jamie Williams with some big catches, and Spencer or Odin Spencer, a couple of jaunts right there, and before you knew it, they were in the end zone.
And all of a sudden, it's 10-8,
Correct.
And you felt that momentum shift. Catholic Central got the ball in the second half. They marched right down a 27-yard pass from Spencer to Williams, and they took the lead for the first time. But give it to West Catholic. They held Catholic Central a couple times. They got the ball back. Jack Zagunis on a short field from the 35 got a 13-yard pass from Augustin. Max Wildman with a 2-point conversion on a pass from Connor Olszewski out of the backfield, which was kind of fun to see. They took the lead 18-15. Then, of course, Catholic Central back with another Williams touchdown at like the 16-second mark to end the game after a blocked kick. The kick failed, and that was your final score, 21-18. You hate to see any team lose tonight.
It was a battle, both teams, but the breaks came for the Cougars when they needed them, and they made their own breaks. They really did. That punt was blocked and made a great play. Not only blocked it, but also recovered it and headed towards the end zone. And the punter, Cal Peterson, took him down. I think it was the 12-yard line, and a quick run and a quick pass. And it was kind of all she wrote. West Catholic was left with a paltry 9 seconds on the clock to do something, and just not enough.
Not enough. Yeah, you had one pass to Jack Zagunis up to the 38, and that was it. And then one chuck, just a heave-ho under pressure by Augustin, ended up going out of bounds, and that was the end of the ball game. And
freakish ending.
Yeah.
Just a freakish ending to this, and so disappointing. Those kids, they played their heart outs, and they were 24 seconds and a punt of any measure away from a victory, because Catholic Central had burned their timeouts. And
the coaching staff, they played it out exactly how you want to play it out.
Correct.
Take the clock all the way down to 24, call your timeout, set up the punt. You just have to hold on 24 with no timeouts. And so, that's the way you draw it up.
It is the way you draw it up. You felt the game was in hand.
Yes.
In hand, and in the blink of an eye, it wasn't. So, really a bitter pill for the West Catholic team in 2024. And, these kids are going to remember this one.
They will. That'll be the end of our journey here. And, 14th year in the saddle with you, my 15th year total. And seems like yesterday.
And we've had so much fun this year. It's been it's been a year of ups and downs, and trips all the way down to Southern Ohio. Began the season, and then West Catholic coming back, and really there wasn't even the South Christian game. As tough as it was competitive against Zeeland West. It was quite the season. These kids were tested, and they took some on the chin. They had some hard losses. Some key players were injured this year, which would play into the equation.
Yes, sure.
But this one's tough.
This one's tough.
This one's really tough.
Yeah, and you're playing up the whole year.
Yeah.
And so to get to this point and know that, hey, we should be able to compete with any D5 team since we've been playing the D4, top-ranked D4 teams, top-ranked D3 teams throughout the year.
Right.
We had put a message out for Darren Smith and Landon Grove, but
I don't think they're coming up. No.
I do not expect them to come up tonight. Just given how everything kind of transpired. This is a tough one, but we do want to thank them though for their hospitality throughout the year. I mean, it started with that Elder game in Ohio, where they invited us to go on the bus and to stay in the hotel with the team, and just to show them their love, for the entire West Catholic community, for their team, for us, and so we hope they continue the efforts because they got a great thing going here with Darren Smith and Landon Grove. So we'd be blessed to have them back another year next year.
Yeah, and we know this. The JV squad was pretty darn good this year.
One loss, right?
Yeah, the deck always gets reshuffled, right? Seniors come up, and we've got some significant juniors on this team. They replace the seniors. They've got the leadership. And then these incoming classes fill out the rest of it. There's a year's worth of lifting, and then before you know it, it's going to be the end of August, and we'll be ready to go again.
Right. Well, the cupboard will not be bare next year.
No.
I mean, you've got Grady Augustin coming back. You've got Jacob Timmer on the line. You've got
Connor Olszewski.
Stupker.
Yep.
Yeah, Connor Olszewski, Aaron Record. You've got Jujim at his linebacker position will be back.
Colin Abram, running back.
Him.
He'll be a junior next year, and once he gets his knee worked on, he's going to be back and ready for anything to replace David Brittenfeld, who carried this team on his back. And boy, he is one tough customer because he took a lot of abuse and delivered a lot of abuse from his running back position. The durability and the effort that he put out this season was really impressive.
It was, and we want to thank the seniors out there who've it's been a pleasure for Joe and I to call your games over the years. Some quality seniors that just played their last game, including David Brittenfeld, but many other seniors on the roster too.
Yeah, we go through them here really quick. Colin Hunter, Matt Gutierrez, Jack Zagunas, who came over for his senior year from
thanks, Steve Grooms.
Yeah, thank you, Steve, for the whole year, buddy. And, made his impact certainly on this football team, Jack Zagunas. Gabe Schwieters, Dom Fisher, who's recovering from his surgery, and this was a bitter pill for him as well. Aiden Taylor, David Brittenfeld, Chance Anderson, James Flores. We keep going down. Mike Mercino, Luke Radlinski, Josh Hemis, Chris Schaub, injured, both the center and his linebacker position. He was a loss this year. Trace Tanis, and who else have we got? Sam Richmond. Part of this program all along. Gabe Powers, Dakota Myron. Let's see, who else have we got? Colin O'Brien, and I think that wraps it up for the seniors. If I miss one, I'm very sorry about that. But
so congratulations on a great season and a great career for you guys. And again, it's been a joy calling your games, and sorry it had to end in this fashion, but keep your heads up high. You got a bright future in front of you, and it's been a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
I want to thank our sponsors before we go.
Yeah, the season's been brought to you by Fox Pools, swimming pools, installation, repair, supplies, and accessories, by Custom Caulking, where quality is priority, serving both commercial and residential customers, by West End Body, the West Side's best collision repair. Frank's Market, Frank's has fresh meats, kielbasa, and so much more. Padgett Business Services, small business experts for accounting, tax preparation, and payroll. By Duba & Duba, attorneys at law, simplifying the legal needs of businesses and individuals throughout West Michigan. Shaner Avenue Nursery, landscapes from concept to completion. Moore & Sons Roofing, your certified local Owens Corning roofing contractor. Melissa Homewood and Epic Realty, your real estate done right. And your Falcon Touchdown Club. Thank you.
Well, that'll do it for us as we see the seniors taking their last stroll across the field here at Falcon Stadium. and exhausted players there. They put their hearts into this. But
and as tough as this was, you know what? We're gonna cheer on the Cougars as they make their way, hopefully to Ford Field.
Absolutely.
and really, validate this win over West Catholic. They've got some formidable foes coming up here, and we wish them well in search of a state championship. Catholic schools. As much of a battle as is on the field, we cheer them on when they need it. So good luck to the Cougars as they progress towards Ford Field.
All right. Well, good night here from Falcon Stadium, and thanks again for joining us all year. Again, Tom Mikowski and Joe Sack, as we brought you all the action, and we will continue to do it next year, so we hope to see you in the YouTube channel next year. But your final here in the district final, the defending state champs in Division 5, the Catholic Central Cougars 21 and the West Catholic Falcons 18. Have a great weekend, everyone.